Awesome. Okay. But yeah, I was trying to change up how I DM to try to find a DM method that works for our group really well. Trying to find a way to get, like, everyone involved, like, and be able to get where we need to go. Because there is a story, obviously, and we eventually need to get there, but it's fine. I'm just trying to find a method that works for the group to get where we need to go, basically. If that makes any sense. But yes, I need to open up my notes. Good job, Hannah. Good fake DM. Fake DM.
Fake DM.
Fake DM. Why is it zoomed in so much? Oh, I fixed it. I'm okay. I'm having a hard time today. Alright, so I opened the wrong document. Awesome. Where's the real document?
Wait, you're not our DM.
The fake document! Okay, alright, we have the real one now. I'm gonna zoom in so I can read it. Awesome. So, where we left off last time, it was just the 4 of us at midnight, and our characters were all staying in... What is that noise?
Alien!
It sounded like an alien.
It's my air.
It sounds like
my air conditioner.
Fork in the garbage disposal.
Oh my god.
Alright, anyway, continue.
But yeah, we left off with our 4 characters fooling around in the tavern called The Milk. Because reasons. That's the reason it's called The Milk. Reasons. I'm not gonna get into it. It's just called The Milk because everyone drinks the mead like it's milk anyway. And they both start with M, and it's just ironic. So there's the reasons. And Thormo runs the inn, so of course it had to be like some dumb ironic thing because Thormo is dumb and ironic. So today we are going to have more theater of the mind, more relaxed, more... Part of it's going to be kind of like a kind of sandboxy, I guess. Because like I said, trying to test out different DM methods, and sadly, some of the people that I really needed to test this stuff with, I just vomited in my mouth. I'm not here. This is what I get for eating meat. Okay. But yeah, I have two people who are not here. One person who fell off the face of the planet. We won't get into that right now. And so we're going to be doing more sandboxy kind of theater of the mind. I'm going to let you guys kind of, I guess, try to immerse yourself in the world a little bit. I'm just trying to find that happy medium for everybody. And it kind of sucks that not everyone is here because I know Jess and Amber are good with how I normally DM. So, like, with half of my party gone, it's almost like this doesn't even matter. We're gonna do it anyway, because that's what I prepped. But yes. So, our players are going to just start off in the milk. The inn where they had left off after the 3 ladies had pulled an awful prank on Alvid.
Awful.
It was actually a pretty good prank, no matter what anyone says.
They had fun, and that's all that matters.
They had fun, but they felt guilty at the end.
Yeah, they did.
So poor Alvid is stuck with the 3 ladies for the day until further notice.
Oh, God.
So,
we're buds.
you all, after you've woken up in the morning and you kind of had that little interaction that you had there at the end, coming to the conclusion of our prank. Hold on, I have tavern ambiance. It's Skyrim a tavern ambiance if it'll play.
Yes.
But so it's about, we're gonna say about 10 in the morning now. You all have kind of been munching and munching on your food. The fire from the night before has kind of dwindled down to very dusty ash. There's still some hot embers. Nothing too immaculate for the fire. Trilo the Red, also known as Trilo the Large, seems to still have his bottom planted in his red chair, his fat kind of rolling over the armrests a little bit. And he seems to be just sleeping in his chair just like that. You kind of have all come to the conclusion that Trilo is a permanent resident of this establishment. There are some rumors, though, that you've probably heard within your stay over the last night or so, that the reason he's a permanent resident is because he's too fat to fit out the door.
Aww.
Yeah, it's kind of a sad thing. It's kind of sad. But in the morning, you notice that the number of people that had filled the tavern the night before has kind of dwindled down to really just who you may remember to be Annalise sitting at a table just a few away. Thormo, of course, he's probably sleeping on the job. No one likes him anyway.
Thormo.
And, of course, Trilo. And then you guys. You're just eating and hopefully have settled your differences over the prank that occurred.
Yeah, I think so.
Of course, with the looming possibility that Alvid is going to get Joan back. So this is where we start. We start here in the tavern with our smaller than usual party today. You probably notice immediately that you are missing, like, your party members just never came to the tavern. Like, you don't even know, like, what happened, why they didn't come. They're not there.
They probably got scared.
They probably got scared.
They don't want to do this anymore. Cowards.
Maybe they drank too much at another tavern.
Oh my god.
Joan kind of leans forward and looks at Runa and is just like, Runa, there is no other tavern.
Oh my god! This is horrifying.
Maybe they live here. Maybe they just went home.
Oh, that is a possibility. I forgot people live in houses.
Joan actually does start laughing at that. Okay.
Runa was being 100% serious, so she doesn't know why anybody's laughing.
And Joan just kind of stops because she notices that Runa, like, is not having a similar reaction and just kind of bites her tongue and doesn't say anything. So, it's been, I would say, you've probably been home now, not really home, but home for 24 hours maybe. The meeting at the Jarl's Hall ended kind of abruptly the evening before. And not a lot was really shared while you were there in the hall. But as it is now, you don't see any reason to be worried about much of anything right now. You remember being told about some sort of witch, something about being told to handle the witch, but no one really asked for any information, so you don't know where to begin, and you're kind of all thinking, maybe that's a bunch of bullshit, and we don't have to do it. That's kind of the mindset that seems to be circling around the partially hungover table right now.
Well, I mean, where did this Jarl say the witch was? I completely forgot.
Guess what was not asked.
Where is the witch? Oh boy. So I guess would I mean, might as well ask in character, right?
Yeah, just go for it. Just interact in character. I know there's a small amount of us. Just go for it.
Okay, well, Alvid is gonna walk over to this soldier over here. Just sit down.
As Alvid approaches this soldier, he would probably recognize her from being out on the field at the same time as, like, they all were. She's kind of tall, lanky, face completely covered in freckles. She's one of those people that have very, very dark freckles.
Yeah.
So it almost looks more like speckles than freckles. And she has a few braids, a couple random dreadlocks, and she has like a tiara piece, not like a princess tiara, but like a tribal kind of tiara that has like fur on it and tanned leather hide, and it's kind of like holding her hair back a little bit. And she actually seems to like grab her chair and scoot away about, 5 feet when he comes up.
Now, why are you scooting over?
And she just kind of looks at you and clears her throat and is just like, because you're a stranger?
Well, I don't know. I don't really treat my battle mates as strangers.
And she kind of like makes this like that teenager wide-eyed like where they kind of are a little sassy and it's like the substitution for rolling your eyes. She just like,
oh my god,
like raises the eyebrows and like goes wide-eyed for a second while she's looking away, and she's just like, I do.
Alright. I came over not to have pleasant conversation. I came over to ask about the witch.
So, this girl, she kind of gives you like a glare, really, because you blatantly just said out loud something about a witch. So, like, she glares at you, and she kind of wrinkles her brows and says, I don't know anything.
Are you sure about it? You don't know anything about this Which,
I don't know anything.
this is very unfruitful.
You have certain roles you could make.
What role shall I make?
Okay, so you guys are allowed to say that you want to make certain roles. By the way, you could roll either just a perception check on her or straight up insight check to see if she's lying or not. I'd say insight, but
My perception is higher, though.
your perception will, if it rolls well, you'll probably get more of a general answer rather than a specific.
Okay, we'll try insight.
Okay. Well, there's a nat 20 in there. So you straight up know that this girl is like fucking lying to you because you know through your insight check that this is the Jarl's daughter. So with your insight, you kind of automatically assume that there is no way that like the daughter who lives in the house with the man knows absolutely nothing. You can kind of pick up on the fact that she's really just trying to blow you off. It's not that she dislikes any of you, it's more that she wants to be left alone, but you can like see through that whole thing.
Okay, so Alvid is probably going to be like, just straightforward. If you don't want long conversation, I'm not going to stay here. But if we're going to execute this witch or deal with a problem, okay, you need to be transparent with me. Now, you can't tell me you don't know shit because you're the Jarl's daughter, and he's the only one who's been knowing about this for a long time, apparently. So, talk.
So, roll persuasion.
Okay. God, that's a 2. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, God.
Okay, so she kind of looks at you. She doesn't seem like you've talked through to her really much at all.
Can I intimidate her?
If you would like to.
Because he's getting angry now.
I'm just gonna say party members if you want to start cutting.
He is angry.
Runa's gonna start over.
Yeah,
He's
John
gonna
is
slam
seeing
his
how like the
fist on the
heat
table.
is rising here.
He slams his fist on the table. And he says, talk, in a very loud voice.
And Annalise jumps. Like, literally, like, jumps so much she falls out of her seat.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And she kind of scrambles back into her chair and she's like, look, just because I'm his daughter doesn't mean that I know absolutely everything that he knows about. All I know
But you know something.
Well, I only know just as much as anyone else knows, and I know that it's kind of... I think it's kind of a bunch of bullshit, to be frank, but... Listen, this girl, all I know is that she was, like, 12, and this guy, like, she looks around, and then she just leans in, and she's just like, he, like, assaulted her, right? Okay? And then, like, she sits back, and she's like, but because no one, like, cares about women, everyone thought that she was, like, a harlot. And they all had, like, a thing, and then they ended up banishing her. And it wasn't even her fault. That's what I heard.
You don't know where she went off to?
No. I wasn't even here at the time. If someone wants to roll insight on that to see if she's lying.
Can Runa roll insight on that?
Yes.
Alright, let me get it up. Ah!
From what you can see is she doesn't seem to be lying at all. She seems that he kind of made a mistake scaring the Jarl's daughter shitless, but because of how scared she is, you have no reason to think she's lying right now.
Okay, so Runa's just gonna give Alvid like a nod, be like, she's telling the truth. I feel like she's telling the truth. Calm down, please.
Alvid just sits back in his chair and crosses his arms like, okay.
Listen, you guys might be able to find out more, like, in the city. You know, like, all the people here went to the thing. At least all the men did. They went to the thing and they witnessed it. I don't know if any of them know where the girl is, though.
So I guess we have to go on a manhunt?
It's a start!
Alright. You're free to go, or I should just leave. We're leaving, right?
And John's just like, yeah, we should probably leave before we get arrested.
We're leaving, right?
Okay, so.
Where's the door?
Just don't worry. Just don't worry. We're leaving. You leave. He actually found the door. Good job. Okay, so. The party decides that they are going to follow the suggestion of Annalise and go try to talk to some of the people who actually live there in Ragdollarhold, because it doesn't seem like any of you actually hail from this particular city. So, I mean, unless someone wants to make a history check.
I mean, I'll roll all the rolls, it's fine.
Okay, so if you want to, is anyone here proficient in history?
No.
No, I have.
Well, Joan is proficient in history.
Oh, I have a 0.
Joan has a 6. Okay, so... Well, if someone wants to roll for history, Joan will assist, and you can get advantage.
Alright, I'll risk it.
Okay. Alright, 22! Great! A nat 20. What's with all the nat 20s?
Don't jinx it!
Like, boy! Okay, so... This is kind of where we're going to set into some theater of the mind. I didn't even get maps for this. We're going to do this, like, old-fashioned theater of the mind. Okay?
Okay, gotcha.
I will try to be as descriptive as possible. You guys just have to communicate what else you want on top of what I'm saying, okay? Okay, so... first I will address the history roll. So as you all are kind of like walking out of the milk and you step into it's really just that like brown slush that occurs when there's a lot of like foot traffic or just traffic in general. It's very dirty. It's very unpleasant. Especially because it's mixing with, like, the dirt roads and the loose stone, and it's not a fun time. So, hopefully everyone has boots on.
Yeah.
And as you all kind of, like, step out into the open air, really for, like, the first time being in the city in the open air and it's busy like this in a while, because you all just came back from a campaign at war. The light kind of, especially Alvid, who is undeniably hungover.
Yep.
the light kind of hits you hard. And while we are outside, because of the effects of your hangover, you have disadvantage on all rolls.
Goddamn. He's just gonna hang back then. He's a little grumpy anyways.
This is what you get for drinking.
I believe.
But once you're in a building, you're okay. Because it's, they're only lit by torchlight. It's not that big of a deal. But when you're out here and the sun is bouncing off the snow and you're getting that blinding white, snow reflection, and you've got that hangover, it just makes your head throb.
Oh my god.
So he's not having a good time right now. He's probably got his hand up, kind of trying to shield some of the glare. He's not having a good time.
At all.
I have a request.
What?
Can Runa hide in the shade that Alvin cast?
Yeah. So Runa decides to just scurry on behind Alvid and just stand there in his shadow as the sun is beating down on them. And sadly, there is no one tall enough for Alvid to hide behind.
Expression is angrier. Doesn't say anything. He's just angrier.
So Runa's history check. Runa would know that kind of what Annalise said was true, but of course Annalise's version is it's a speculated version, because the only people who know exactly what happened are said witch and whatever man was involved. So how the story really goes is a particular man from Nessuntold, and you would know because you rolled a nat 20 that it's Joan's father.
Gotcha.
Came to Ragdollar Holds. I mean, Joan would know this as well because it was her dad. He came to Ragdollar Hold for a reunion type of thing. And yes, from the best of your knowledge, it was either that she seduced him or there was foul play at work. No one knows for sure because she's the one that was trialed. And this is just a history check. That they ended up having a thing, and it was a unanimous voting her into outlawhood. And she was banished somewhere into the forest in the hold. Now, Ragdollar Hold is a big hold. So, just from knowing the history, it doesn't narrow down your search except for knowing that she was banished into the hold, but she could have traveled outside of the hold. That's not something you're gonna know with history.
Gotcha.
So you know the story. You know the story the textbook version of the story.
Okay. All right.
So whether or not you choose to share anything you may know with your party is up to you.
Runa would share what she knows. She'd probably quietly speak up and just be like, well, I know a little bit of something about this little situation.
Elvie just glares down. Speak.
Speak. Sorry. Well, I do know that she was banished to the woods. But I only know, the basic, the story that most people around here who weren't there know. I don't know if it'd be much help. And she'll just proceed telling what she knows. She would though she'd look at Joan, she'd be like, I don't know if that's true, is it? About Joan's father, but she wouldn't mention. She'd try not to mention it too much because she wouldn't want to step on anyone's feet.
Well, if she mentions, like, as she gets to, like, that part of the story, Joan just kind of starts staring at her. Like, has a completely blank face, but is staring, because if Runa knows, then she would know why Joan is staring.
Yeah.
Because Joan doesn't want she doesn't want that out in the open, specifically that it was her father right now.
Yeah. Like, she probably wouldn't mention it. She probably just is a man, but obviously she, like, knows.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what she shares.
Okay. But where do we find people to direct us towards the witch?
There's a person everywhere.
I completely neglected to ask.
Okay, so, as you do look around the streets, though, there are a few people out. You see what kind of looks like to be like a general shop, like it's a stand-up shop, kind of like in like almost like a bazaar type setting where like they have just like a stall, with some wares. There seems to be a forge, because you can hear kind of down this is like the main street, because like up the street to the north is the Jarl's longhouse. And down the street a little ways, you can hear like the constant clank, clank, clank of a hammer hitting hot metal. And you can probably see, like, when the clanking stops, you can hear the and then, like, all the smoke, kind of like the steam wafting out from where the forge is down the road. And, there's an armory. They have, like, a little sign hanging outside of their shop. It kind of looks desolate, like no one really goes there. And there looks to be just, like, an arcane arts type of shop. Which, kind of gets deduced to a medicine shop. But, like, once again, not a lot of traffic. You can't even tell if that shop's open, to be honest. So there is some life right down this main street. So what would you like to do?
I mean, arcane shop seems promising.
Yeah.
Because the big bad W has to do with magic, I suppose. Or arcane arts, more accurately.
Is everyone in the party in agreement?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All
So
right.
Alvin, he just starts towards the arcane store shop thing.
So as you, as a party, approach the arcane shop, it is the nearest shop to you, just across the road a little bit. So as you all walk across the road, you're careful in your footing because it's not exactly clean, not exactly dry. You make it across the road and you get up to this shop, and just passing the window, you can see that it's very dark inside. Maybe like a faint blue glow coming from somewhere inside that you can see through the window.
Oh god.
But the shop does seem to be open upon further inspection. It just isn't the most inviting shop.
Okay. So Alvin, he just takes the door and he just swings it open, just halfway steps inside, just to see if, like, he can see anybody at the counter.
So, as Alvin steps inside, he probably immediately has, like, a vision shift, because it's dark as fuck. Like, he probably has to, like, blink a few times really hard, especially in a hungover state, just to get his eyes to adjust.
Oh my god.
Like, the world outside is not kind to those who drink too much.
My God.
But as eyes adjust, and I'm sure as you all kind of file in a little bit, you can see that the wares of this shop are odd, to say the least. It's very, very dark. There's a few blue lit lanterns hanging in, like, the back of the shop. There's not even, like, a traditional, like, shop front, like a counter, you know? It's just, like, there. And there's, like, cases and bookshelves that line the entirety of the walls. Even where the window is, there's, like, a drop in the bookcases where, like, a display table is that has, like, some alchemy works on it. You can see, upon your eyes adjusting, and if you look around a little, there are canisters of the oddest things, like frog legs and rabbit ears and just snake skin and
Tasty.
eyeballs, and like there's a little display case of animal skulls, particularly small animals like shrews and ravens and all sorts of things like that. And as you come in, it doesn't seem like anyone's there. It's just dark and it's weird.
Is there like a counter, or is it just like?
No, I did say that there is not a traditional like an actual counter. It's just open space.
Okay, is there like a safe thing for LV to like tap on to try and get someone's attention?
Nope.
Nope. Can you just knock on the door? He's already inside, but
so
like
as you knock on the door kind of the echo that the door makes sounds almost hollow. And it echoes into the room just the few rasps. And as you do that, you can kind of hear the tired voice of a woman that's just, are you gonna come in and shut the door?
Well, LV, he shuts the door with a slam. He just slams that door shut.
So as everyone's inside, you can all kind of see the oddities that I described. And as you do, as the door kind of is shutting, a rat darts in from outside into the shop, in between all of your legs. But the rat seems to go towards the center of the room and get scooped up, and you can see, the first thing that you see is this, like, white-ass skinned hand. Like, pale as fuck. With long, like, taloned fingernails. Just, like, scoop up the rat and let the rat climb up its sleeve. And then all of a sudden, the shop bursts into this almost aurora borealis type of lighting. Like, it's a very, like, blue and purple, and there's a little bit of pink, a little bit of yellow, and there standing before them is a woman, maybe about 40 years of age, but she looks very beautiful for 40. Long, wavy, deep auburn tresses. And she's got a staff with a dead raven pinned to it, upside down, with, like, she tapered the arms so that way, like, the wings are, like, outspread, and, like, made it so, like, the beak was open and everything, and put, like, glowing gems into the eye sockets, glowing red gems into the eye sockets, and she's got, like, a long, just black something kind of outfit on. Like, it's so dark in there, even with the weird lighting, you can't really tell what she's wearing. And she's just kind of like staring at the people that have come into her humble abode, and she brings her hands together, letting the staff rest in the crook of her elbow, and she kind of starts like tapping her fingers and has almost a sneer as she says, "Now why would a lot of soldiers be in my shop?"
We come for information.
What type of information?
Well, you look like you'd be the type of person who would know about this. And then Alvid like holds up his fingers in like a W shape. This kind of information. We're tasked to go find this woman who could be causing this blight. And we don't know the first thing about where to find her.
Well, first, I'm kind of offended that you would assume that I am of that knowledge. Secondly, you sorry fuckers. That's all I can say.
Alvid glares.
So, you're telling me you came into my shop with absolutely no interest in any of my wares, which is technically loitering, and, are asking me for knowledge. But I'm going to tell you, if you want something, you have to pay for it.
So, Alvid is not here for that. Yeah, he has money, but he's gonna be difficult right now, and he's just gonna cross his arms, and he's gonna look at his party members to see if they want to do anything, and if not, he's ready to walk.
Runa, she's like, what kind of payment?
Monetary, of course, darling. Do you think that my wardrobe keeps itself?
Well, no, I was just making sure. Just making sure. Okay. So, could Runa actually, like, look around the shop, kind of?
Yeah, if she wants to browse, she can.
Yeah. So, Runa is actually gonna immediately go and get those skulls.
Okay.
And she's gonna ask, she's like, how long have these been here?
Let me see. That one in your right hand I've had for about 15 years. That one in your left hand, that's actually a new acquirement of mine. I got that about 3 months ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yes.
This one looks super new. It doesn't look that old at all.
That's because, things around me don't age very well, as you can tell. She just, like, references herself.
And Runa just goes, wow, you're so lucky.
You know who this is? Please tell me you know who this is.
Me?
Yeah, you should know who this is.
I saw red. I see witchy aesthetic. I'm thinking this is Mona.
It is.
I knew it.
But of course no one's asked her, so it doesn't matter.
Well, that's fine.
But she does, while she's dancing her fingers, look around at the party once more. And it's just like, oh, how dreadful it must be to travel around with a big hulking man like that. Drive me up the wall.
Runa just goes, he's like, he's not so bad.
He seems very unpleasant.
Brow twitch again.
Runa doesn't know how to, like, she's like, I don't know how to convince people that other people are pretty good. And I did just recently prank him. That wasn't very good.
And he didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, so he's not that unpleasant.
So Mona's kind of, you guys don't know it's Mona, but her name's Mona. She's looking at this party, and she kind of furrows her brows a bit. She's got some insane brows. She's kind of, like, straight up, like, shaved off her other brows and drew on, like, overly arched black brows.
Oh my god.
Love it.
She's beautiful. She is. She definitely is. She looks at this party and she's like, okay, well, obviously you all are a bit too young to understand that nothing in this world is free. So if you want anything from this head of mine, it is going to cost you.
I think she's looking for one of our souls. He doesn't say that. He doesn't say that.
Does that get said out loud?
That would be hilarious if he did say that.
I think out loud.
Okay, so he didn't say it.
No, he didn't. He was thinking it though.
Thank God.
You would have killed him.
Yeah, I mean, if you want that reaction.
Here goes our barbarian.
You know what? Okay, so what's the largest skull in the display case?
Probably like bison.
Is he gonna put it on his head?
No.
Oh, he'd really be selling his soul then. He wouldn't even know it.
Okay, so Alvid, he just points at the buffalo skull and he's like, "How much for that?"
I don't think you have enough money for that.
Okay, what do you think? By the look of me, what do you think I can afford in this shop?
Not a lot.
I can't believe I'll just shut up again. He's getting angry. He doesn't have patience. I'm gonna spend my damn money here anyway.
Does he say that?
Did he say that? You know, he said it under his breath.
Oh, Mona just looks at him. And she's just like, not that I would sell anything in here to you anyway. You have no regard for the finer arts.
Oh my god, he just makes a face. He's so unpleasant right now.
Joan is literally standing there with, like, her hands, like, she's just, like, rubbing her temples. Now, I do like the ladies amongst you much, much more. So, little one, what was your name? And she points at Runa.
Runa goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Runa. I don't know your name. Oh boy. Oh no." So what's your name, please?
My name is Mona.
Oh. So she just gets excited because her name sounds a little similar. He finds excitement in the simplest thing.
So Mona smiles and she's like, okay, well, for you, perhaps I could share what I know. For, I don't know, we'll say 2 gold pieces.
Okay. You know what? Runa would be willing to spend 2 gold pieces for some information.
2 gold pieces.
Yeah. Oh.
How much
She'll be-
gold does everyone else have? Runa does not have a lot of gold.
I have 10.
Alvid has a lot of He has 260 gold.
Yeah.
Wow.
Runa has freaking 5 gold.
He's not a fan of Mona right now.
So, Joan, because she knows that some of her buds here don't exactly carry money on them. Joan just pulls out 5 gold and gives it to Mona. It's just like, keep the rest for a tip. And Mona's just like, yes, this is why I like women so much more. Actual respect.
Alvid is, oh my god, he's about to walk.
So, Mona, she takes her sleeves and, like, shrugs them up so that way they go to her elbows, and she goes, and one of her hands has a long glove on it, so she goes and pulls that glove off, and reaches into her little side bag that you couldn't really see before until she suddenly is sticking her hand in it, because everything's black and just meshes together. And she pulls out this handful of powder. And you can kind of see it a little bit. It's got a almost periwinkle type of color to it. Very sparkly, very bright. And she just turns around and very slowly blows the powder into the air. And the powder, like, actually, like, floats into the air. And
Witchcraft.
dances together and makes an image. And I want to ask everybody to roll perception.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
Here we go.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh.
What happened to our nat 20?
Oh.
Ourselves.
We're all tripping.
Okay, so the person who kind of can see, I guess see the image the best. Sadly, Runa can't really make out the image very well. But the other two can kind of see it. It seems to be a cabin in a snowy field. Across, there's like some sort of ice. You can tell it's ice because it's got the texture. Like, the image is well enough that you can see the icy texture. And across the way is like a little cabin sitting there with some trees, and there's snow. So that kind of like narrows it down because half of the hold isn't snowy. And you can kind of see in the image what looks to be almost like a massive shadow looming over the cabin. That's all the image shows.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of fades a little bit. What Runa probably saw, she probably could make out that it was a cabin, but that's about it.
Gotcha.
So the image fades after about a minute or so. And Mona's like, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, so Runa didn't see much. She's just gonna be like, alright. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
She's gonna keep the it's better than nothing mentality right now.
Yeah, Alvid probably doesn't even say anything. He just walks out.
Ulrich just kind of like nods her head a little and says a soft thank you to Mona.
Mona appreciates the expressions of gratitude.
before Runa leaves, she goes, "It was so nice meeting you," and she just walks out the door.
And Mona's like, "I hope you come back to visit. Don't bring the man with you next time." And Joan is literally just like, "Just keep walking, just keep walking, just keep walking."
Alvina's angry again because Melba liked her. He's not having a good time, guys.
This is what happens when you decide to drink.
He's just gonna go to bed too.
You just need to sleep. You just need a long nap. Okay, so you guys have seemed to gathered a little bit of information, possibly about some form of location, but you're not really sure. So you still possibly have going to talk to whoever is manning the forge. You could possibly talk to whoever is manning the general stall thing. Or the Jarl's Longhouse is always up the road.
We should hit up the other spots before we go to the Jarl's.
Yeah. Which one did you say it looks like it wasn't really open?
You already went into that one.
Oh, that was that one? Oh, okay,
Yes.
I thought it was
There's also the armory, but that's like the furthest down the road.
Okay.
And like the stall is like the next one, right?
Yeah, it literally is like, if I were to paint a picture for you, where you're standing right now outside of Mona's shop, doesn't even fucking have a name. Like literally right kitty corner north of you is the tavern, the Milk.
Okay.
Down the way is maybe a few doors. You hit kind of where like the city opens up to like a city center. Where there's the stall, and then on the south side of the city center is the forge. And then the armory is the shop right behind the forge. So technically the armory and the forge go together.
Okay. Well, Ruda she's like, "Why don't we try the forge? See if anybody's in there."
Okay. Elvita's just following right now. He's got his hand over his face.
Also, I gotta say, let's be proud of Runa. She's not too overwhelmed at the moment. She hasn't been in like a big city. Oh man, the Big Apple of Norway.
I'm so proud of her.
She's only been in like villages and in woods.
It's okay, it's alright. She hasn't had her wow moment.
Oh my god! Look at that! Yeah, it's a street. Keep going. Alright. I just thought I'd mention it.
Darn tourists.
I hope she doesn't get mugged.
Don't worry, Joan is staying close to Runa.
Oh my god, does she have the child leash?
No, she doesn't have a child. She needs that for all Veed.
Yeah.
Elvita's just picking fights every.
Like, she has to keep turning around and being all like, "Come on!"
I love it.
So I guess they all decide to just go to the forge, because, I mean, why not? It doesn't really matter what order you go in.
Yeah.
So, as you get to the forge, he's a pretty big guy. You can see him, like, hammering away at, like, some sort of weapon somewhere.
Alvita has been here before.
Hammering away, letting that hammer fall nice, strong, and heavy. He's got, like, a completely shaven head and a really thick beard. it kind of goes down, like, to past his collarbones. It's, like, a thick brown beard, and he doesn't look like the most pleasant of people. He's, like, straight up shirtless while he's doing this, but, like, he's working at the forge. It's hot. Like, he's sweating. Like, he's like 6'6", like, muscle. Like, his pecs are like pillows.
Oh my god!
He's
Oh
a
damn,
big
he's an
dude.
inch taller. He's an inch taller than Alvin.
He's a big dude.
And if he's too tall for Runa, she doesn't know what his face looks like.
Like, he's one of
Get
those
in the
people that,
way.
like, you can see, like, the veins running all up his hand and his arms and whatnot.
I just got
He
the
got
blood
yaoi hands.
And, he's got... No, he doesn't have yaoi hands. He's got, like, meaty hands.
Oh,
He-
thank you.
he's a big guy!
Okay,
He's
Larry
6
Lobster.
feet, 6 inches!
Are we talking like the mountain?
I'm talking big!
Cause that's a big dude.
Yes, he's that big.
Oh,
He's like
oh my
that meaty.
God. I'm gonna picture the mountain.
Okay, picture the mountain, even though the mountain has hair on his head and not on his
Yeah,
chin,
it's fine.
really. It's the other way
It's
around
fine.
with this guy. He's more like Kratos.
Oh my god.
There you go. Bald,
There's an actual god.
like, thick beard. He's just hammering away. Like, if this were, like, Greek culture, he'd probably have the nickname Hephaestus.
Oh my god.
But, like, he's, like, pounding away, and, like, you can hear how much force he, like, can put into this, because it's, like, clang, clang, clang. It's loud, and, like, he beats this weapon into shape, like, within the time you walk down the street. Like,
Oh my god.
that's how strong this guy is.
Yeah, Alvin, the closer he gets, the more he kind of just presses his fingers to his ears. Because the noise is getting louder, and he's just like...
So, as they walk up, Joan, who knows this man by first name, just calls out to him, and it's just like, Spadmir, hold! And he kinda, you hear him, like, growl like a bear. And he kinda, like, drops his hammer. And you see as he, like, clenches his fists, because he doesn't like being interrupted.
Oh my god.
And then he relaxes his fist and he turns around. He's a massive man. And he doesn't even say anything at first. He regards them with, like, a half, like, nod and is like, This is one of my Skyrim characters, guys.
Is it? Oh my god!
Yeah, this is my Stormcloak man, Spadmir.
Oh my god!
You're like, why haven't I heard of it before? I've mentioned him a few times. Spadmir the Large is literally his name.
God, I respect this man.
So, yeah, he just is like,
He doesn't talk. He's not gonna...
and Jones just, she smiles and she's just like, she walks over, like, puts a hand gingerly on his forearm and is just like, how are you? And he's just like, ugh.
Me.
And he nods when he does that, so he doesn't seem bad.
Yeah.
You know, he's just,
Okay, so Alvin, he looks at John and is like, you know this man?
not the way that you probably think I know him.
Well, I mean, you greeted him with your hand on his...
No,
You seem very familiar.
we're just friends.
Okay. Can you get some answers out of your friend here?
And Spadmir kind of looks at Alvin and is just like, He kind of looks irritated.
He locks eyes with this
talking
man.
around him. And Joan's like, no, he can talk on his own.
Okay. God.
What did you want to ask him?
If he knows like any details about the big W, and he makes the W signs with his hands.
Oh, and this guy, exactly like how the men in the hall did, grab the crotch and spit over your shoulder.
I try to be low key.
And he's just he kind of, after that, he kind of sways a little bit and is like shaking his head, and he's just like, ugh. And his like nostrils flare. It's kind of a negative response.
Okay, so I guess he doesn't know much. But I can't get a lot from a grunt.
He doesn't have his wife to translate for him.
Aww.
That's like the thing with Svadmir. When I made him, I made jokes about how he's gonna get like a nice, sweet wife that like understands his grunts completely.
Oh my god, is he Groot? I am Groot.
Except for he doesn't say a word at all. He just grunts.
Or no, he's Link. He's Link from The Legend of Zelda.
Oh god.
So Svadmir he looks at the party and he's just like, he looks around, he rolls his eyes to himself, and then just turns. And right now you guys are kind of on the south end of Ragdollar, and he kind of turns and he points like north. Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast-ish. He just points.
Wait, what? It's never eat soggy waffles.
No, I was told a lot of things. The one that was always stuck with me was never eat shredded wheat.
Wow.
Shredded wheat.
Alright, well, let's go back to the...
But yeah, he just points in the northeastern direction.
Okay.
Hmm.
So she went that way.
He went that way.
And he turns around and shrugs, and he's like, meh.
Okay.
And Joan's like, more or less.
It's a direction.
Yes.
Alright.
It says thank you still. She's like, thanks.
Alvid actually said thank you.
Svadmir kind of like raises his hand to like wave them off, and is like, and picks up his hammer again, and even before they've all turned away to walk off, he's already clang, clang.
That's like
Alvid crushes his hands against his ear, and he walks quickly away from the fort.
Jumps like after the sound of the clang.
That sounded way louder than it was.
She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
So, yeah, as you kind of start to walk away, really the only spot left is the little general store. Or the Jarl, really.
So, I mean, why not check out the general store then? Let's hit up all this.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you approach the general stall, of course you are immediately bombarded with an overly kind of, I guess, peppy kind of expression, overly peppy kind of person. in general. And it's this nice little lady. She's got, like, thick, curly blonde hair. And, she's got a little, like, apron on. Like, she looks really cute. And she's got, like, these big, like, teal, green, blue eyes. And, like, super thick blonde eyelashes. And, like, even before you get close to the stall, she's like, "Hi, we have a sale on fish today!"
Holy shit! Alvin actually takes a step back.
Fresh caught salmon? I caught them myself.
Oh, I love her.
I can skin them right here for you.
Alvin is like, no, we're not
Oh.
food.
Well, are
Yeah.
you looking for, like, any, like, sewing supplies? Because I
No.
have a lot of sewing stuff. I also have knitting supplies. I'm really good at knitting. I can show you how to do it.
I came for information.
Information? Aren't you kind of, like, in the wrong spot?
No, because witnesses are the people I'm trying to get information from. I don't know if you were around with the whole, the W problem.
The W problem?
Yeah, and then he keeps making the W gesture.
The warg problem?
No, not the warg. The other W.
The Weavern problem?
Are you serious? Oh.
I'm sorry.
the magical kind.
Oh!
Yes.
Well, no.
No, you have no valuable information we could use to find that witch.
No, I'm kind of sad.
Oh.
Because I haven't made any sales today. I gotta feed my dog. And she points at this massive husky that's, like, behind the stall, and he looks, like, fucking pissed that there's not, like, anyone near her.
I think I know who this is.
You do know who this is.
Okay.
Gosh. Ugh.
Okay. So Alvi, he's like, okay. You honestly don't have any information that can be of use.
Well, I don't know, maybe.
Okay. I'll buy something from you. Would that jog your memory a little?
I mean, it might. Because I'm a little scared that I won't be able to feed my dog. And I always feed him before I feed myself. And so if he doesn't eat, then I'm never gonna eat.
Didn't you catch fish this morning?
Yeah, but I have to make money because I also have taxes to pay.
Oh yeah, I forgot taxes were a thing.
Yeah. I wish they weren't a thing.
Okay, so do you prepare the food in the house? Like, would we be able to eat here?
Oh, yeah, I could. I'm a good cook.
Okay. Is anybody hungry?
Runa shoots her hand up. She's like, "Oh, I'm starving."
And Joan's like,
Laura's
I'm not
just
gonna
like,
say no
yeah.
to food.
Okay, so I'll buy us some salmon to eat, and hopefully that gives you the money that you need to take care of your taxes and your dog and yourself, and hopefully give us some information in the process.
Okay, well, do you want it grilled, or do you want it, like, baked, or do you want it, like...
Just prepare it the way you best know how.
Well, that's grilling it.
Okay, grilled then.
Awesome. Okay. And, like, you see this peppy little lady, like, like, slabs of fish and, like, prep it, and, like, she, like, puts, like, a maple seasoning rub on the fish. And, like, she takes all the fish and she goes over to the fire that's in, like, the middle of town. And, like, she puts the fish down and she runs off, and, like, this whole time, like, her dog is, like, following her. And, like, every time, like, the dog passes these people, he's, like, and, like, growls. Doesn't snap or anything, just growls. And, like, she comes back, and, like, she, like, builds up the fire and everything, and, like, strikes the fire with, like, some flint, and, like, she's standing there, she's just like, when? Trying to light it, and, like, after about 6 ones, she's just like, 2! And then it lights. And she's just like, yes! Okay! And she takes a little fish, and, like, she wraps up the fish, she goes to, like, set the fish to, like, grill, essentially. She, like, mines over the fish, like, she makes sure it gets all nice and cooked. Takes a little while. And, while she's cooking, she probably just kind of just starts talking. Like, doesn't even, like, tell them that she's gonna start talking. She just starts talking, and she's like, well, the day that it happened, I kind of remember that. She doesn't even, like, call them over. She just starts talking. So I hope someone catches it.
Yeah, Alvid, like, as soon as she starts talking, he just makes his steps towards her, like, okay. He's been watching her, like, probably even watching the dog, because the dog has just been growling every time.
It's a very comical experience.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she just kind of starts talking, and she's, you know, so the day that it happened, the day that, like, everyone found out about it, and it was, like, a big scandal and everything, but, like, I was really short, so I couldn't really, like, see very well. Like, I am really short. I wasn't very short. I am very short. So I couldn't, like, see very well. But I remember that, like, they had the girl, and, like, she had, like, this red hair, like, vegetables, like, the inside of a sweet potato, like, that kind of red. And, like, she was really pretty, like, even though she was really young, like, all, like, the gentlemen were always, like, fawning over her, and, like, she's really young that I can remember. But this guy, like, came from another place, like, he was one of the, I guess he was one of the sons of Ness. I guess that's really important. I don't know. But, like, he was here visiting with, like, some of his family. I guess his wife was here, too. I don't know why his wife wasn't keeping track of him.
My gosh.
But apparently, something happens. You know, like the type of thing. And, they blame the little girl for it, and that doesn't really make sense. Like, does it make sense to you that a 12-year-old girl would, like, hit up, like, a 40-year-old man? Like
no. Alvid just, like, kind of shakes his head a little bit.
Like, it just doesn't make sense. And I thought it was kind of weird, but of course women weren't allowed to go to the thing that they had about it. So all the old men got to gather around. They weren't all old men. There were, like, you know, men like your age, too. I guess, they all just blamed her for it. And, she got banished. They banished a 12-year-old girl. They made her an outlaw. And, like, they branded her and everything. And, like, I don't know if you know, but, like, when you become an outlaw, like, the hold that outlaws you, like, they, like, hold you down, and they take a brand, and they make it really hot, and they stick it on your skin to show forever that you're an outlaw.
Oh, shit.
It's really bad. And, like, When that happened, the whole town could hear her screaming.
God damn.
Until she didn't scream anymore.
God damn.
It was kind of scary. Because it's like, oh my gosh, did they just kill a little girl? But everyone keeps thinking that, like, the thing going on is because of her. Well, I don't know, because between you and me, I kind of think the people in charge are a little suspicious.
Oh, shit. What makes you think that?
Well, first off, the steward never doesn't wear her hood. She's always just kind of looming around up there.
JDS.
She's not really polite. She's kind of spooky. She, like, whispers in his ear and not, like, the sweet nothing kind. And, like, he doesn't even pay that much attention to his daughter anymore. And no one knows what happened to his wife. I don't know. It kind of smells fishy to me. Like, if my husband just miraculously forgot about me, I'd kind of be really pissed. Not that I have a husband, but if you know anyone, I'm single.
Oh my gosh.
And I know how to cook. And I know how to knit. And my dogs are really cool. So, but yeah. I don't know, because, like, his wife just ain't around. Like, no one knows where she is. I don't even think her daughter knows. I wonder if she's dead.
Who?
And then she just kind of, like, leans over and picks up the fish. Like, straight up picks them up, even though it's, like, hot. She's like, okay, your food's done.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Welcome. I hope I was some help.
I think you were. Thank you for the salmon.
You're welcome. That's gonna be 4 gold.
Alright. He slides over that 4 gold.
And she, like, looks at her dog and she's like, look, Ceolin, you can eat today!
Oh my gosh.
And her dog, like, and I mean, this husky is massive. Like, when he's just sitting on his haunches, he's like half of her. So, like, if he were to stand up, he'd be as big as her, if not bigger.
Thank God.
Like, on his hind legs. But, like, she's immediately like, we get to eat today! And he sits down, his tail's wagging. And he's like, it's very good.
A dog.
A doge. Hello, Archer.
Hello. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not expect to fall asleep.
It's okay. Just go ahead and hop on in. So, you guys have exhausted the resources when it comes to actual civilians that live there in the town. So, all that's really left is, potentially going and speaking to the Jarl once more. Or, if you want to try to set out on your own, that's a choice.
I think we should try the Jarl.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so. As you approach the Jarl's longhouse, you can see that there are multiple guards, much more than usual, guarding the entryway to the house. And you don't exactly remember from the night before there being this many guards. But as you kind of, like, come up to the house, the guards shift to block the door. And one of them looks down on you and is just like, no one is allowed to enter. Turn back.
That seems rude.
The heck? Is this allowed?
Is this allowed?
Can we say please? Just goes, please?
Are you serious and say, oh, please?
Yeah, manners might work. Who knows?
Okay, so the guard kind of gives you this incredulous look. And is like, there is no argument about this. By decree of the Jarl, no one is to enter.
Oh.
So Alvid, he opens his mouth. He's like, "What's the emergency?"
And it is an emergency as to why no one is to enter the Jarl's longhouse this day.
Wait, you lost me. I have a hangover. What? It's an emergency not to. He got lost.
Due to emergency, and like, this guy's pissed right now. Due to emergency.
Alvid just like waves his hand for him to lower his voice because his head still hurts.
Aww.
Like, relax. I just didn't understand. I'm not deaf.
Due to emergency situations, the Jarl has ordered no one is to see him.
But what is the emergency?
But why?
Because
Does he have like? Does he have a cold? You know, is he contagious?
because one of
contagious?
the guards were found to be infected with the plague.
Oh shit!
One of the guards. Wait.
And because no one has brought sufficient sampling for what this plague is, we have no way in knowing how to confront it.
Okay. So can we send a messenger in? Because we have some questions.
No.
Can you be the messenger?
No.
What? Well, that's rude.
Until we have a sufficient supply of this infection, we cannot allow entrance to see the Jarl.
You want?
I don't
You want
think
more
that they look infected.
We want to be able to examine the infection.
Oh, wait, could the Jarl out here?
No.
Oh.
Oh my lord.
Can he speak from the window?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just say hi through the window.
No.
You listen, you're making this very difficult for us.
If you do not leave, you will be under arrest.
Oh, damn it.
Aw.
All right. So Alvid
Cooper.
actually moves his party back. Don't mess with the guards.
So Joan is kind of just standing there like, like what?
I got too much of a headache to get arrested right now.
I mean, I don't want to get arrested normally, so...
I've been arrested too many times. I don't need to be arrested again.
Yeah, I heard it sucks.
Yeah, it
I
does.
was only arrested once.
Alvid makes a face. What?
Joan's like, I've never been arrested.
What?
What?
You should give it a shot. Apparently, it sucks.
I don't want to be arrested.
My hand was almost cut off.
Oh, trust me, it's a fun time.
I can't afford to be arrested.
What, is it expensive?
Actually, when you are of a noble lineage, yes it is.
Okay, just asking.
Anyway, we need to figure out what we can do to be able to get in to see the Jarl.
We could sneak in.
We need a
We could break in.
distraction.
have an 8 on stealth. I can sneak in.
If the Jarl's house is heavily guarded, that's just asking to get arrested.
Well, then we be a guard.
How would we get guard uniforms?
Beat up some guards.
We're gonna get arrested.
Damn it. So far, every plan ends in getting arrested.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Well,
Perhaps
They
there's
want-
something that we can do to appease them.
They want plague shit, so
Well, what?
maybe...
Okay, so Alvid, he's not gonna step too close to the guard because it seems very touchy. He's just gonna take a step forward and gesture to the guard that they were talking to. And he's just gonna be like, where did you put this guard's body? The one who supposedly had blight.
He was burned.
Oh, freaking useless.
We need
You
a
said you wanted to-
We need a sufficient amount.
And
So, like,
he wasn't gross enough for...
Oh my god.
The guard opts not to answer any more questions.
Ah, fuck. We made him too pissed.
That's fine. That's fine. Alvid actually called him useless.
The little...
Where are we gonna get his... Do we have to go back out on the field?
Sounds about right.
That sounds like a lot of work. Oof. I mean, what do you guys think? You want to travel back to where the blight was, where we almost died, just
I
to
mean,
get
not particularly. You know, not high on my list of things I wanted to do today.
I don't know how the guards would feel about carrying infected dead people.
They all get the blight.
I mean, they got what they wanted. Certainly would make a sufficient amount of fucking whatever.
I can't believe.
Okay.
I don't think it'd be safe for us, personally, to be carrying them.
You have a point.
Okay, this just seems like the hero is making this way too difficult.
The Jarl just doesn't want to talk.
You know, yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
Why it was a problem to just talk through the window? I don't get it.
Yeah, that seems...
Yeah,
I
that
thought
would be
good.
safe.
Does the Jarl have a window?
Is there a window?
You would not have enough knowledge of the Jarl's Hall to know what window leads to where.
Can we walk around and inspect?
There
Yeah.
are guards lining the walls.
Y'all need jobs. God damn. Oh! Maybe we can send his daughter in. Maybe they would let the daughter in.
Hey, that's an idea.
Hey, would you look at that? We have ideas.
Yeah, let's go find the daughter and ask her to ask the Jarl.
I mean, you did kind of scare her last
Then
time.
I won't ask her then. You guys will.
Yeah.
Maybe I can talk to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
No,
hasn't
that
met
sounds
you
like
yet.
a bad idea. Well, she might regret that. She might instantly wish that she hadn't met me, but it's worth a shot. I'll give it a try.
So Joan kind of like looks around at the party and she's like, so we're going back to the tavern in hopes that the daughter is still there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we just calling her the daughter, or do we know her name?
Annalise.
Annalise. That's nice.
Yeah, the people who stayed in the tavern know her name.
Don't know if that would be me.
Okay, so we have opted to go back to the inn. Alright.
Okay.
So, just go ahead and bring your tokens onto the map. I'm going to zoom out and take a picture because we're not streaming right now because Eric's not here.
I noticed.
There's 2 of us.
Yeah, hold on. There's a picture.
Yeah, Alvid, he's just gonna walk to the bar and just avoid Annalise's overall location.
Avoid?
Yeah, he's gonna hang back.
Okay, I guess I will
Kind of
do a quick sniff pit check, make sure I smell good. I don't, but I don't smell awful, so worth it. All right. Okay. God. Fucking. All right. I'm going to go talk to her now.
Okay. So as you approach Annalise, she's got long red hair. She's got some braids and some dreads going on. She's got a tanned hide tiara kind of thing to hold her hair back. The little bit of armor that she has definitely does show that she is like of noble birth. And she kind of regards you, but because you're a woman approaching her and not a man, she doesn't freak out the way that she kind of did when Alvid came over and she straight up moved her chair. No, she just kind of stays put this time.
Good.
And doesn't really say anything.
Okay. Is she sitting down?
Yes, she is sitting at a table in the tavern, kind of near the entryway, just, enjoying probably a non-alcoholic drink because she's been here for a while.
Okay.
Just having a good time.
I'm gonna sit at the table, not like next to her because that's weird, but like at the table somewhere. It's probably across from her. I'd be like, "Sup? Fuck."
So she kind of looks up and looks at you. Makes eye contact for a moment, but looks back down.
Damn it. So you're the Jarl's daughter, Annalise, right?
And she doesn't look up this time. She just kind of responds. She's like, yeah.
Well, listen. I'm gonna be straightforward with you, ma'am. I can hear you laughing at me. I'd like to ask the Jarl some questions, but things are being weird right now. We can't get in to talk to him, obviously. But I was thinking, you probably could, you'd be trusted enough to get in there. And I'm not like, it's nothing, I don't want anything bad. We just want to ask him, like, just a couple questions and stuff, Nothing nefarious. I know that suddenly sounds like I'm asking something nefarious, but I'm not.
So Annalise, she kind of shifts in her chair a little bit. She almost looks uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And,
damn it.
She's just like, well, you're not the only one he's not letting in.
Well, you can't get in either?
No, why do you think I've been here at the tavern?
Well, that sucks dick. I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am.
You don't have to call me ma'am. I'm like only 15.
Okay, sorry.
That sucks dick, ma'am.
Shut up. My charisma modifier is 0. Leave me alone.
It's fine.
I'm sorry. This is really funny.
I mean, anyone in the vicinity, if you want to roll, like, insight to see if she's lying?
I'll roll some. I'll take some data action.
I'll roll it too as well. Where are my
Okay.
dice? There they are. Oh boy.
Yeah, Alvita's like taking a nap right now. It's fine.
Oh, wait, insight?
Mm-hmm.
Man, even with my fucking... It's 10.
Okay. So, as far as Korai or Anadani can tell, this girl is, you know, you can't really tell a difference in whether or not she's lying, telling the truth. You may lean one way just based off of your own opinion, but beyond that, you can't really tell. Runa, on the other hand, she's pretty confident that this young girl's telling the truth. I mean, even with some logic, why would the Jarl's daughter prefer to hang around at this stinky tavern with Thormo, who, like, hits on anything that has a vagina? When she could be at home. Like, you know, Runa believes her.
Yeah.
So, if Runa would like to share her opinion with the party, or not, that's up to her.
Yeah, so she's gonna be like, yeah, I believe you.
Oh, hey, hello.
That sucks.
It sucks dick, ma'am.
This girl seems to just nod in agreement because, yeah, it does suck.
Yeah. Good talk.
Sorry I
Anyways.
couldn't be of any help.
That's cool. You know anyone who is allowed in there?
Nope.
Great.
If they're allowed in there, they're already in there.
Ah, man. Well,
Do you think they'd allow somebody who a shaman?
No, they definitely wouldn't allow you. Didn't you just get arrested for poaching?
Oh, yeah.
did you?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
I was
I
hungry.
mean, not cool, but, you know.
I needed food. But it's really bad. I have my hands, though, so they went easy on me.
That's always good.
Yeah. I like having hands.
Me too, you know. Gotta say, big fan of hands. Is this even a conversation anymore? Like,
I don't think so.
What's the plan now, guys?
I don't think we have one anymore.
No plan?
No plan. That was all of the plans.
Huh.
Yep.
We're not really a good thinking bunch.
Okay.
So the
You
party
think
kind of
Chulo the
regroups.
Red would have any information? He's stuck in here, though.
How
Trilo
long
the
has
Red
it
is stuck in stuck in his chair.
Oh, he does want to ask a question, though.
Okay, well, as you approach Trilo the Red, and he's got, like, his fat actually, like, lolling out of the chair a little bit, he kind of, like, he sees you walk over, and he can see you really easily because of how tall you are. He's just like, hello there, how can I help you today?
Well, I have a more innocent question, I suppose.
Okay, then. You ask one, and I'll ask one.
Okay. Are the rumors true that you've been stuck in this this dingy tavern inn because you can't fit through the door?
That seems to be the case. Not that I have even tried to leave, though.
My God.
Lord, is there a bathroom in here, or do you just, like...
Yes, there is a pot here.
Cool.
Points down at the floor. It's right there.
How did you get in here then?
I came in here back in my thinner days.
Oh boy.
How old
This
were
man
you?
is a legend.
See, I was waiting for my date.
Oh no.
Aww.
She stood me up.
Oh.
I hate to hear that, man. That's...
She said that
Put the hand on his shoulder.
she said that she needed to go to work, and I couldn't stand waiting for her for the 3 hours she was at work. So our relationship ended that night.
Wow.
Albie takes his hand away.
And I've been here ever since, hoping that she would come back because I realized I was quick to cut ties with her.
Yeah, a little bit, huh?
She always liked me when I was fat, so I decided to become as fat as I could. In
Holy
hope-
shit.
Well, we all have our own personal goals.
in hopes
You're a bit
that
of an
she
over-
would
bit-
return.
Bit of an overachiever, aren't we?
Well, you see, on occasion I can see her out the window.
Aw.
I
Who is
hope
this?
she'll come.
That is a tragic love story if I ever heard one.
Runa kind of whispers. She walks over and whispers. That you'll remember him?
Wait, what?
He's like, do you think that still like, remember?
I don't know.
What?
She asked if she would remember him, the girl, right?
Stood him up.
Yeah, the girl who stood him up.
You want to set them up?
Oh my lord, no.
Is that what I heard?
What sort of side quest?
I don't know. I mean, you guys you're the players.
We don't have anything. I mean, we can't get into the Jarl, so I guess we
all
might
I
as well
can
play
say-
Fat Matchmaker.
All I can say is you guys were close. That's all. Because I don't want to hold your hand through this.
We're close.
Normal?
It's no. It's never going to be Thormo.
Damn,
What?
Normal.
Was it the blight thing? Taking the infected?
I don't want to do that. Sounds gross.
They're gross. They're dead.
Yeah. Undead.
Oh god.
No, they're very much regular dead.
Nah, that too.
I don't know. You guys didn't see them.
Damn.
That's true.
Should we go check it out?
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll take the risk.
Yay.
Yay!
Sounds better
Huzzah.
play Fat Matchmaker.
I mean,
It's your 4 hours.
where y'all go?
Let's go
Yeah.
get the stuff.
Get the stuff.
All right.
This is our walking montage music.
As you all leave the tavern, and you leave Trilo alone halfway through his story, he doesn't really appreciate that. He'll remember that.
Oh,
He works by.
You're talking so slow.
Wake up.
He'll remember it, though. He's got a good memory. He doesn't appreciate getting walked out on.
Oh god, we'll bring a present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all mostly reluctantly decide that you're going to go and you're going to try and fetch any information you can on this flight, because it seems that this Jarl is a hypochondriac.
Yeah.
So you travel a little bit. It takes a little bit of time. Not that we've used any spell slots or anything. You most definitely complete, you know, a couple long rests getting back there. But you travel back past Iskloft, to just the general docks of Ragdollar Hold, a little bit west of Iskloft. And y'all are able to very easily get a boat on Ragdollar business. Kind of helps having your diplomat there, Joan.
Thanks, Joan.
And you're able to get a boat and get to crossing. And you track through the cold, the uncomf, the not a fun time,
Oof.
out onto this island that you had been before. And it is fucking snowing. It is snowing, it is cold, y'all are freezing, you ain't having a good time. No matter how much you try to, like, wrap up yourselves and pad yourselves and fur yourselves, it's still just cold. You still feel
Feels like
it.
it feels like my fucking tits are gonna freeze off.
And I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. There we go.
Please, I'm begging you, roll well on a dunny. For God's sake.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yay!
Ooh.
17.
Okay, so quite a few people actually rolled 17.
Whoa.
So even in the cold, it doesn't really drag down your morale as you're pushing forward. You're kind of in the mindset of, like, I've been here before. This is familiar to me. And you use information from the official report about how to find these bodies. Most definitely, they're going to be buried by snow. But as you go, you eventually come to a snowy clearing, kind of up a little bit of a mountain, not too much, but up there a bit. You come up to a snowy clearing, and there should be a little pink X on the map for everyone to put their tokens. I will take a picture in a moment. Just like in that general vicinity. You probably have to move your characters to make them actually fit into a spot. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna take a picture. Can't take too big of a picture because DM overlay. There you go. It's snowy. It icy. It chilly. Y'all cold. There ain't no way around it. That's just how it is. Y'all cold. Y'all uncomfortable. So, you come into this clearing where you're pretty sure these bodies are supposed to be. At least by the coordinates and everything, it says this is where they're supposed to be. And as you all come up, you're coming kind of around a little bit of a mountain mound, rock mound thing, majig. You can kind of hear noises that sound almost like a ripping, tearing, eating kind of sounds.
Oh boy.
Oh, I don't like that.
Can't say I'm a fan.
You have the choice. Someone could roll perception, or you guys can just proceed forward.
I will roll perception first.
Do it. Perceive.
Awesome.
Hey.
It's not a nat 20, but it's above 20, so.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's good. So, Alvid, having come from Ragdollar Hold, probably knows what the sounds of a predator enjoying its prey sounds like.
Oh god.
Ooh.
So, he knows, even before coming up and around that corner, yeah, I wouldn't go much farther forward, just FYI. He knows that there's something up ahead. And they're probably eating what y'all are looking for.
Great.
And as the snow kind of calms for a moment, he does see plain as day, shifting there in the snow.
Oh shit.
One wolf, it seems, ripping and tearing apart blatantly a human body. Like, you can see the wolf is kind of standing on the body. So, like, frozen, this body's like, the arm is like just extended towards the sky.
Oh my god.
And like,
great.
It's you can't tell if it's the plague that's the reason that the skin is so black and blue, or if it's the just the frost.
Oh, okay.
That's
so
like,
Alvin, he's gonna step back to his squad. He's gonna pull them all in, since it's probably like, I guess like windy with the snow and stuff. It's probably hard
like,
to hear.
It's like.
Yeah, he pulled the squad in, and he's like, there are wolves, or I saw one wolf, but I'm pretty sure there might be more up around that corner. So, y'all better be careful.
So you think we can handle a couple wolves?
I think we can, but I need to get a better look to see how many wolves we're going to be up against. Yeah. Damn. Can I actually, like, to see if I can see more wolves?
Give me one moment. Okay, well... For this first wolf, I'm gonna take another picture. I actually need, if we're all just gonna stand here for a minute and size things up, I need stealth rolls from everybody.
Oh shit, I'm
Great.
These wolves have a long range.
This is gonna be great.
Oh boy.
Let's see how we do. Hey! Hey! What is up? Math. Let's see.
Ooh.
23.
Okay, well. You're traveling as a party, so sadly your party member who got a nat 1.
Oh, fucking...
kind of messes that up. Because when you're traveling as a pack, your rolls affect one another because you're all within range of each other.
Oh god.
Yeah.
So
Just the biggest sneeze you've ever heard.
what happens is as you're traveling, Runa loses her footing. And
Oh no. Grab her.
she slips and she slides a little bit and naturally lets out a bit of a yelp.
Oh no.
And she's gonna keep sliding. And Joan is gonna try to make an athletics check to catch her. She's right there. Kolrai could too, because they're the two that are closest to Runa.
Right.
So, athletics. Okay, so Kolrai tries to like scoop and grab Runa, but she slips right by, and Joan she full on just turns and steps and like grabs Runa by the forearm and gives her a yank back up onto her feet. And like, since Runa just almost went over a cliff there, of course there's a little bit of panic. And
Yeah, obviously.
once you all kind of like look back up, this wolf is staring directly at you all.
Shit.
Hello, buddy.
So before I make anyone
Good
roll
dog.
initiative, I am gonna let everyone get a round of like setting up where they want their character to be. So
Okay.
from where you are right now, you can move your 30 feet. And you can make like
50 feet, cough, cough.
a hold action or anything like that you want to do.
Okay. Alvin is probably gonna move up this way, right there.
And then, Alvid, you would be the only one that sees this right now, but as you move up, that feel when it doesn't let you do the thing. Me. As you move up, another wolf comes into vision.
Oh no.
Where?
Let me take a picture.
Okay, thanks.
It's nowhere in sight line for anyone but Alvid right now, though.
Okay, well, I was gonna move up a lot since I have 50 feet of movement. And I'm melee ranged, so I gotta get close. Okay, I see. I understand. Oh, I'm here now.
Okay, so, Alvid moved. Why can't anything just, like, let me do what I need it to do? Joan is also gonna move.
You can move me, my full movement, as close as possible to one of these wolves.
Do you want Wolf 1 or Wolf 3? You're the only person that might be able to reach Wolf 3 in this first movement.
Then I'll go for Wolf 3. I'm ready to hit shit.
Okay.
Wreck shop. Beat up some dogs.
Runa and
Ready to punch
Kolrai, are you
them.
guys... Okay, Runa's moving.
She's gonna hang back a bit.
Okay.
Squishy.
So, as you all move in, Anadani chooses to charge right straight in towards this winter wolf. And literally, just this charge in towards the wolf does end up making these other two wolves apparent. And they're all, like, right there.
Great. You're welcome.
There.
Awesome. I hope that's all of them.
Alrighty, so I need everyone to roll initiative.
Woo. Hey! Sophia. Initiative.
Oof.
14.
Gotta roll for all these damn wolves. Make my life hard. Winter wolf. Oh, you motherfucker. Winter wolf 1 rolled an 18. What a pain in my butt. Okay, that asshole rolled a 7. That's okay. That's garbage. 13 is 17, Now I have to roll for Joan. What a time.
Boy, oh boy. My cat keeps flinging herself at my door, and I'm not sure why.
Alright, so, top of the round, we got Alvid going first.
Woohoo!
Hey. I am not in range of anything.
Well, I mean, you could move to something.
I come up again.
Yeah, the movements I let you guys did not count because they were before initiative.
Okay, so he can just make it to 2. So he's going to long stride through how deep is the snow?
Deep enough. It's deep enough where it might slow down someone as small as Runa, but someone as big as Alvi doesn't have that much of a problem.
Okay, he's gonna stomp over to Winterwolf. And he is going to his favorite weapon, the Great Axe. To start off with the Great Axe, gonna swing it down on this pupper.
Okay, so that hits, thankfully. So as you go ahead and you truck through the snow really with how big you are, and you just come up with that axe, and you're just like, you just don't have time for this shit.
No.
Bring it down on this wolfie, and you hear the wolf go as like the axe comes down, like, you know, on its back. But surprisingly, the wolf still stands.
Damn, resilient pooch.
You guys can see, like, those of you that are on Roll20, you can see the bars, right? The health bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I'm assuming that's it for your turn?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna rage yet.
Okay. So, Winterwolf 1. For half movement, Winterwolf 1 is gonna move back, dragging its prey with it, and hold its ground. That's its turn. Runa?
Okay, so she's actually gonna move up a little bit. She's gonna still, like, try and stay behind, but she does want to get close in case anybody needs, you know, some medical attention.
Okay.
But, that's all she's gonna do for this turn for now.
Okay. Winterwolf 3. So Winterwolf 3 is right on Anadani, and as Anadani came up on it, which it wasn't ready for, while it was digging in on its food, it immediately, in response to her approaching, is gonna go and try to snap at her to get away from its food. So, okay. I gotta change the character so it doesn't look like like Jones doing this.
Oops.
21.
Yeah, that hits, yes.
Okay. Just so you guys know, the wolves do have advantage because they have a feat called pack tactics.
Damn it.
Okay.
Yes. Alright. So, that is 7 piercing damage.
Oh, that's not that bad.
So yeah, as you come up on this wolf just he looks up from his food and he starts to like raise his lips from his teeth to like show you that he's gonna bite. But you don't hang back and come right up in his zone, and he goes for your leg and is just and pierces your ankle.
Ouchie.
Alright, so, Anadani, it is going to be your turn. I'm going to send an updated picture real quick.
Sweet. I'm ready to punch some dogs.
So the wolf that did attack you is the one you're right in front of right now.
Okay, I'm going to punch it in return.
Alright.
Where's my dice? There it is. Come here. Dun, 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 dun. I'm rolling better today. That's nice. I just have to remember how to play this game. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Dex. So, 19 to hit?
19 hits.
Sweet. And then... shit. 1d6, I believe. Yeah. It's just 1d6. It's not plus anything. It's just a d6. It's not bad. 5 points of damage.
Alrighty.
And then I will take my extra attack to punch it again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna hit that 17, 18, 19, 20.
Hit.
Okay. It's another 5 damage. And then I'm going to... How many key points do I have? Again, where are they? 10. I have 10. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to use a key point then and do Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
And I'm going to punch 2 more times.
Alright.
I get to punch so much. This is great. Oh, fuck. That's a nat 1.
Ooh, that does not hit.
Yeah, I imagine it wouldn't. And that's much, much, much better. That is 21.
So as you go in for one blow, the wolf manages to duck a little bit and just miss that blow completely. But you recover and come back in to swipe and clock it one in the head. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh shit, I was supposed to add dex to my damage each time. So that would be 8 damage for that first punch and 8 damage for that second punch because I rolled a 5 for both.
Okay.
Might be. I'd forgot to add dex. But I'll add it this time too. Ooh! 9 damage.
Okay. So he's also still standing. He looks a little roughed up, but he's still standing. Y'all thought these were just wolves.
Oh my god.
Turns out they're asshole wolves.
So, Winter Wolf is actually going to hold a dodge, and that's going to be their turn. Kolrai?
Alright, so Kolrai is gonna try and help Anadani.
Okay.
And she is going to use her quarterstaff and try and conk the wolf on the head.
Okay. Alright, so that does hit. So as you go in to conk it on the head, you hold it over your head and you go to smack it down like whack-a-mole. And you hit it on the head. Are you hitting multiple times?
There you go.
There you go. Alright, so you hit for 5 damage. Okay. Is that your turn? Yes. Going to assume yes. Okay.
Their silence means yes.
So it's 35 feet. Ava's 30. They're holding a dodge. Okay, so Joan doesn't even like fucking run. She just walks.
Ooh.
And she just trudges through the snow. She finally gets up here to Wolf One and she just and takes her Morning Star from her belt and gives it a good swing over the head to bring it back down like a mallet on top of this wolf's head. Wolf number 1. Joan. It hits. She does have extra attacks, so she's just gonna go smash 1 and swing it back up to go smash 2. Both of them hit. Awesome. That's 7. That's 19 damage. Okay. I can't do math. I can't math.
That's okay.
Okay. Alright. So she brings her Morning Star down, whack on the head, and the wolf he gets smacked down. He's like whimpers for a minute, and she doesn't even hesitate while he's whimpering to just go whack again.
God, I love this woman.
Just some fur and blood. It's fine. Alrighty. Winter Wolf 2, of course, is going to go and try to leap and bite Alvid's forearm.
Okay.
Alright. So, Wolfie. Also, just so you know, here, hold on. Trash. It does have advantage.
Okay, so it hit.
Okay, so as the wolf leaps, it clamps its really tough jaw down on your forearm just below the wrist of your left hand, left arm. And this is probably the first time that you really realize that these wolves are big. They're big.
Big boys.
They're big for seemingly starving animals. So, 13 piercing damage.
Okay.
Y'all are level 10 though, that's like nothing.
Yeah, we're good.
It's nothing except if it was ruined.
Yeah. Alright, top of the round, Alvid.
Okay, so Alvid, he is going to... That's not his great axe, is too big. Okay, so he's gonna try and just whack this wolf off of his forearm, just like smack it.
Okay.
Big strength.
Say that again.
Hello?
Hello?
do I gotta, like, roll strength for that?
Are you trying to, like, grab it and pull it off, or are you trying to, like, actually strike it?
Like, just, cause it's, like, latched onto Alvid's arm.
Yeah, are you trying to, like, grab it and pull it off, or, like, strike it off?
Just, like, knock it off, I guess, like... Yeah, we'll say grab it and pull him off.
Then yeah, that would be a strength check, because if it was the other one, that I would make you do an unarmed strike.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, and I'm gonna roll the wolf strength against that. And it has disadvantage. No, it has advantage, obviously. So. Okay, so you do manage to just barely grab that wolf by the pelt and, like, give it a good yank. You probably have its teeth, like, ripping any fabric there, ripping into your flesh a bit as you yank it off, and literally just, like, cast it aside. And the wolf kind of gets cast over here a bit.
Okay. So, I can still make an attack, right?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. So he probably like, he would have had to drop his axe. No, it could have been in the hand that the wolf was biting, technically. Okay. So he's gonna step forward again, and he's going to swing the axe, this time specifically at the wolf's face, eye region.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's gonna try and blind the wolf.
Okay, so as you swing the axe to go and blind the wolf, you lodge the axe right in its skull, like right between its eyes. It lets out a cry, but it actually seems to just, rip its head back and shake free of it. And it's got blood kind of like streaming down its face. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. Oof.
Right. Alrighty. Assuming that's your turn.
Yeah.
Alright, so Winterwolf 1 is gonna retaliate against Joan because she has tried, for what it thinks, she's trying to come take its food. Because it was the one that took its food and, like, tried to pull away with it. So this wolf goes in and tries to go and, like, bite at the hand that she was holding her weapon in, because in its head it's like, if I stop that, I won't get hurt again, So it, like, lunges to go and try to bite at her right hand. And I think that hit. Yeah, that hit. That's her armor class. Okay. So, with an 18, this wolf goes in, and it does get her hand. It bites down hard, and she can kind of hear, like, some joints just, like, popping in her hand. She just kind of, like, grimaces and, like, bites down, like, in general, and grits her teeth really hard.
I thought you meant, like, she bit it back.
Okay, 13. Alright. So yeah, this wolf has Joan's hand in its mouth right now. Alright, Runa?
Okay. So, Runa is gonna... So, probably struggling in the snow. She's so small. And she's gonna make her way over and, let me see if this will reach. to try and help Joan out a bit, she's gonna cast Healing Word.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, even with a bad roll, it still did 7 points of healing.
Yeah.
So, like,
Woohoo!
Let's go, Runa.
alright, so as you kind of like approach, and Runa like yells over the wind and just is really just like cheering Joan on.
I believe in you, John.
Woohoo! Go, Joan!
It's just your hands! I can fix it when we're done! I know you can do it!
I know we all earlier yelled about how awesome hands are and how fond we are of them. So I know this probably hurts a lot more.
Yeah, so
But hang in there.
with that healing word, Joan regains 7 points of health. Is that all you want to do for your turn? Do you got anything else you can do?
No, that's all I can do. for this
Awesome.
turn.
Alright. Turn well spent. So, Winterwolf 3 is going to lunge, baring its teeth at Kohlrye. Mach. With a 16. Does a 16 hit? Okay. 13 piercing damage. So as it goes, it lunges and sinks its teeth into Kohlrye's leg and manages to inflict some puncturing wounds before it gets shaken off. Alright, it's going to be on Adani's turn. I'm going to take another picture of the map. Not that it's changed too much. People just kind of shifted a little bit.
Just got a text. Just got a text from my girlfriend that says, "Don't get hurt punching wolves." Also, I have a girlfriend now, not age.
Hey!
Yeah.
Good times.
Okay, let's punch some shit. Again.
Okay.
Punch some wolves. Sophia, I swear to God, if you try to eat my dice when I roll this, we're gonna have words. Move. Okay. 16?
16 hits.
Woo! Alright. 5 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to extra attack. 20.
Hits.
And 7 damage. And for that one, I'm going to use a key point
Okay.
for stunning strike,
Okay.
which it has to make a con saving throw or be stunned until the end of my next turn.
Until the end of your next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Winter Wolf. Nat 20.
Shit. Well, fuck.
Oof.
Yep.
Damn it.
If the
Alright,
wolf
let's
could
finish it
laugh, it would laugh.
It was worth a shot. Tried to go for the spine, but finding a dog spine is a spot where you can like stun him. It's like,
It kind of leers at you almost.
Good.
That's its response. Even though it's gotten hurt, it's just kind of leering because it knows you tried to do something else. Okay.
Oops.
Winter Wolf 4. The dodge has expired, but they're just gonna hold the dodge again. No one's coming after it right now, so it's gonna hold. Kolrai.
Kara is just gonna use her quarterstaff again
Okay.
and try and hit.
Alright, that hit. Alrighty. 10 damage overall.
End of my turn.
So, Winter Wolf, the Winter Wolf that's, the right by Anadani and Kolrai, it's starting to look a little tired, it's starting to whimper a little, it's definitely kind of like backed off away from what it was eating. Alright. Joan obviously is gonna try to kill this son of a bitch.
Yeah,
That's
get
just
him.
what we do here. We just try to kill things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Joan's gonna go in. She's gonna take her Morning Star in one hand, and she's gonna take one of her hand axes in the other, and using her main attack and her extra attack, she's just gonna go in with both of them and try to like jam both of these weapons into the shoulder of the wolf that's still clamped on her hand. So, Morning Star, hit. Hand axe, hit. Awesome. 8 plus 9 is 17.
Ooh.
It's like the same exact thing she did last time. Joan, what are you doing? We need a change of pace.
Switch it up.
Roll different damage. So, with that attack, she manages to knock this wolf off of her, which is good news, TM. So while Joan is doing that, Winter Wolf 2 is, of course, caught up in this fight with, Alvid. And this wolf just... He's got blood seeping down its face. Got, like, a big split in its skull. Well, it's still going for it. It still goes to jump and leap and tries to go after that same wound that it inflicted in Alvid's forearm.
Oh god.
12. I don't think that hit.
Yeah, it didn't hit.
Awesome. So the wolf kind of falls short due to the blood in his eyes. And as he, like, jumps, he kind of, like, he lands in the snow and kind of, like, staggers a little bit before having to turn around and, like, face you again with just more blood. More blood.
What a mess.
More blood. Alright, top
Hey,
of the round.
you got a little,
Yeah, we'll just keep hacking away with the great axe.
Alright.
Yeah, just swing away. He's gonna keep going for the head too, cause like he just feels like that's the quickest way.
Yeah. That hit.
Alrighty. Click, click. Okay.
Ooh, 15 slashing damage.
And then at the end of his turn, he's finally going to enter a rage.
woo!
Okay, so
It's clobbering time.
with how bad of a mood Alvid's been in lately, it kind of just it sets in almost beyond just I want to rage. You just break into it.
He just does it.
The seeing red, your face kind of turning more red than it already was, and terrible conditions.
Yeah.
And you kind of almost let out of that very Viking lineage battle cry.
Yes.
Going into
yes.
this rage. And all of your party members know what has happened. And you can almost hear Joan over the snow go, "Oh, come on!"
What? It's a good thing.
It's getting him out of a rage that's not the good thing.
Ah, whatever. We'll worry about it. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Okay. So our man has entered a rage.
Yeah, boy.
Your boy has entered a rage.
So proud of him.
Wipe a single tear.
Oh my god.
Alright.
There
So,
you go.
Winterwolf 1 is still over here fighting with Joan. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. This wolf... hold on 1 second, let me see. Okay. Okay, so you guys can kind of hear this because, and you can feel it really, because with Joan and this wolf, all of a sudden, all the snow around you, the direction turns and it shifts and starts billowing towards this wolf that Joan's facing off with. And it's like the wolf is breathing in the snow, and all of a sudden, this massive blast of ice just erupts from the wolf's mouth as it uses cold breath.
Holy shit.
Pokemon.
Oh my god.
I want to catch it.
I want to catch
No.
it! God,
No.
okay, so now Joan has to succeed on a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. Jesus Christ, woman. Hey! Okay, she good.
Woo!
She good. So this thing blasts her with snow. And, she still has to take half of the damage because she was blasted with the snow, but it's better than 18 cold damage.
Yeah. Ow.
She takes some damage from the initial bite, and she kind of like looks at this thing, like shakes the snow out of her hair, and is just all like, "Come the fuck on!"
Damn, that's hot. Anadani's no longer cold.
That's awful.
Sorry.
That's awful.
Sorry.
I'm crying.
I'd like to formally apologize on behalf of Anadani and myself.
Okay, so Runa, it's your turn.
Okay.
Wow.
So now you know that your party members are sexually attracted to Joan. Because Runa's standing right there.
Okay. So, this time Runa's gonna help out Kolrai.
Okay.
And she's gonna come over here and she's gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Let me pick this little number right here.
Alright, so Kolrai, upon receiving a touch on the shoulder from Runa, regains 8 health points. Or, to whatever it takes to fill their health, really.
Thank you, Runa.
Thank you, Runa.
4. She's all proud.
Aww.
She's a good girl.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all she's gonna do for this turn.
Okay. Winter Wolf 3 is gonna attack Anadani.
Okay, feel free. He said it looks really rough.
Yeah. And in his roughness, he absorbs the snow around him.
Oh boy.
Great.
And blasts you with the same attack that Joan just experienced. Cold breath. You have to succeed on a dexterity saving throw 12 or better.
Well, lucky for me, I have evasion, where if I have to make a dex saving throw for half damage, instead, I will take no damage if I succeed and half damage if I fail.
Okay.
Which is awesome. So, let's see. Dex saving. Sophia, don't eat this, please. Great! Oh, right. 12.
Okay, so
Did I make it?
that was exactly the DC you had to make.
Woo!
Yeah, so it tries to blast you, but with your special evasion ability, you end up shrugging off getting any sort of snow damage and just kind of brush the snow off of you.
Near both shoulders, brush, you know.
Okay. Alright.
I told you she's not cold. No longer cold.
Anadani, it is your turn.
Sweet! I'm gonna punch the shit out of this wolf until it dies.
Okay.
Cool. So, first hit. Oh god. Nice. 19.
Hits.
8 damage.
He's still
Second attack.
alive.
Damn it! Second attack! Damn it! 9?
Does not hit.
Shit! What else can I hit him with? What do I have here? I guess all I could do would be Flurry of Blows again. I'll do that. Where's my pencil? There we go. Key point. Flurry of Blows! I'm gonna hit him again. Ooh! 21.
Hit.
Ooh. 8 damage.
Still alive.
And then... And then... Oh, jeez. 14?
Hit.
Nice. Oh, please. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. 5.
Somehow, this thing is still standing.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna show you the health bar.
That's insane.
Anadani is just standing here punching the shit out of
Where's
this
the
thing.
health bar? It's like empty.
Oh my lord. Let me see. Oh my god! That's non-existent! That's not fair! Fuck.
Alright, Winter Wolf 4 is going to move back and hold the dodge. Kolrai.
So Kolrai is gonna try and kill this dog.
Okay.
That's what we're all doing, buddy. Just trying to kill some dogs. Sounds horrible.
That didn't hit.
No.
Oh man.
That's so depressing.
Okay. Joan is gonna try to fight this other dog. We need this dog to die. We need all of them to die. It's really sad, but like, we need them to die.
Let's just have the cookie crumbles.
So she takes her Morning Star and kind of like shifts her hand up towards the base of the weapon itself and goes to like uppercut this thing in the chin, hits it once, and then with her extra attack goes to knock it back down, assuming they both hit. Hit. Awesome.
Nice.
So yeah, she literally batters it around. She like hits it up and smacks it down.
Smack.
10, 19. Awesome. I can't do math. Alright, this guy is almost done. Almost done. Okay. Winterwolf 2, simultaneously with Jones. They both rolled 7s for initiative. It's once again gonna lunge for that weak spot on Alvid's forearm that it inflicted.
Because it's an asshole.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's just a wolf. He trying.
Don't defend him.
So he just leaps to bite with a 13.
Oh, that also misses.
Wolf apologist.
He's a sad boy. He like slides and misses again.
Oh my god.
Top of the
He's just
round,
dancing.
Rage Son.
Okay, Rage Son. Can you make
Hello.
gain a +2 bonus damage? Okay.
Growl back at them.
This is going go for it.
Bite him back.
Bite him back. Okay,
No, he might.
so literally as this wolf goes to slide and miss, you literally follow him through with the axe.
Boom.
To go and strike him with 14 slashing damage. The gift who's still standing.
Oh my lord.
This wolf.
He lets out an angry growl.
This wolf anger growls back. Okay. Winterwolf 1.
Oh my god.
Obviously gonna try to go after Joan with a bite. She goes to rah, rah, at her hand.
It's a technical term.
Oh, it hits. Like it's clamps down on her hand again. She's literally just like fuck. She's not having a good time. This thing latches down on her hand, does 6 damage.
She's got her pinky.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It just clamps down on her hand. She hears like her joints pop again as like they shift as the teeth slide through, and she's just trying to ignore it. She's trying. All right, Runa.
Checking her nails on the other hand.
I actually think Runa is gonna try to attack.
Ooh.
Oh, so she's gonna move over to the side. Man, look at this girl squad fighting this one wolf because it's almost dead, but not really.
You gonna steal my kill?
She's gonna use her spell Acid Splash.
Ooh.
And
splash that acid.
And since Runa is like a guard shaman, it's more like she has to summon the energy from like her ancestors to help with her spells.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna take the energy of one of her ancestors that was killed by having acid continually poured on them.
Oh god.
With Acid Splash.
Let me summon the spirit of my dead uncle who died via acid.
Alright, so they have to make a DC
Dex
save
Yeah.
of 17.
Yeah.
Ooh.
17 or better, okay. Alright, so this wolf... Winterwolf 2!
Damn it.
Just, this acid splashes on it, and as the acid hits its face, it just starts to melt away. Like, you can already see the bone underneath.
Oh no.
And, like, this thing is still breathing. It takes
No.
a
Is it
minute
still
for it
alive?
to actually die.
Oh, damn it.
Yep.
You stole my kill! Says Anadani angrily.
It's dead.
Runa says, I'm sorry, it was annoying.
I was gonna punch it!
There's a wolf over there to punch. There's 3 wolves left.
You better bet your ass I'm fucking punching him.
Alright, so Winterwolf 3, no longer on there. Anadani, it is your turn.
Well, what I was going to do isn't gonna fucking happen anymore.
Yeah, I'll send a picture updated.
Thanks. I was gonna punch it to death and then get temporary hit points. Because I can do that.
Well, you didn't.
Yeah. Thanks.
It didn't happen. At least the wolf's dead.
How's Alvi doing over there with Winterwolf 2? Does he look like he needs any assistance?
If you want.
If I want.
Yeah,
Would I be stealing your kill?
Not really. He'll just find another wolf to kill.
Okay, cool. I mean, I could probably make the walk to Winterwolf 4, that's why I was asking.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, just do what you want. It doesn't mind if you take that kill.
Okay. I'm just too... I think Anadani would be too angry to go very far, so... I'm just gonna storm on over to Winterwolf 2. And punch the shit out of it. Where's my dice? Sophia, my sweet summer child. Go the fuck away! Oh, nat 20.
Oof.
Awesome. So,
Yes.
you come over to this wolf and you come up behind it because it's quite infatuated with all these right now.
Yes.
And you just literally take your elbow and you just smash it into this wolf's spine. Please roll your critical damage.
Okay, I don't know how to do that.
You roll and you double it.
Okay, cool. Do I double it? Do I double the total, like with the bonus?
You can either roll twice or you double what you actually rolled.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna roll twice. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 damage.
Ooh, he's still alive.
Alright, well, I have an extra attack, so I'm gonna fucking hit him again.
Okay.
22.
Hit.
And... fucking hell, 5 damage.
That's exactly enough.
Holy shit!
So,
Give me those temporary hit points!
as you smack down into this wolf's back, you hit him once, and then as he's struggling, you bring your foot up and you kick him real hard. That just literally knocks his lights out.
Cool. I get 13 temporary hit points now.
Awesome.
Slip.
Yes. Because it's my wisdom mod plus my monk level, so 13. That's awesome.
Would you like to do anything else?
I guess I can still move, huh?
Yeah.
I have a lot of movement. Can I make it to Winterwolf 4?
Yes, you can.
Cool. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna use 1 key point for patient defense.
Okay. Winterwolf 4, who has been notorious for its dodging tactics, it does move. It does dart away
Great.
from you.
Oh, asshole.
And since you are engaged with it, you don't get any form of reaction attack. So
Damn it.
it darts
What an
about
asshole.
It darts about 15 feet away from you with its killing mouth. Not really its kill, but that's what it does, and then it holds a dodge. Colrye.
Okay, so Colrye's gonna step over this wolf and move to Winterwolf 4.
Okay.
She'll use her quarterstaff again.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll this wolf's dexterity against that because it was saving a dodge. And this wolf manages to dodge out of the way of your attack. Like, as you bring your quarterstaff down, this wolf, like, does a tumble thing about 10 feet away.
Oh,
Damn.
Ninja wolf.
This wolf is having a fun time running. Not every wolf is aggressive. This wolf was just hungry.
That's unfortunate.
Understandable.
Alright, so Joan, who's still trying to deal with this fucking piece of poo over here, doing this all by herself, the Morning Star slaps Sko. Hit. Nat 20 hits. Awesome. 19 is 28. Okay. Awesome, she kills him! She kills him!
Thank God.
I'm so proud of her.
So she just goes whap and hits it hard once, knocking it off out of her hand again. And then she literally reaches out for her nat 21. She like grabs its snout thing, squeezes hard, and takes her Morningstar and smashes it into this thing's muzzle. And you hear like a whimper just cut short. Cause it dead.
Okay, that's done.
Heem dead!
Heem?
Heem dead.
Heem dead.
Okay, so, and then Joan is gonna use her movement to move back towards everyone else. Just like, probably walking over, cussing, shaking her hand, and like, blood just like splattering from her hand. And she's just like, fuck, piece of shit. I don't get paid enough for this. Winterwolf 2 is gone. Alright. I'll eat.
Okay, so he's gonna use a fun little feature. I think it's a feature. Yeah, it's a feature. He's going to use Divine Fury, which is raging. The first creature you hit on each of your turns with a weapon attack takes an extra damage equal to 1d6 plus half your barbarian level.
Okay.
So, yeah. So he's going to pull. He's gonna set his great axe aside and he's gonna pull one of his hand axes out, and he's just gonna throw it at the wolf right next to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. So plus 1d6. Two.
Don't you have to add half your level?
So that would be like 5?
Yeah, half of your level would be 5. Plus 2.
16 damage.
Awesome. So, sadly this wolf has full health, though.
It's something.
Every bit counts.
It's the beginning blow. Just when you
Yeah.
thought you were so close. So.
And he lost a hand axe. Let me know that.
Yeah, you threw it, and it got lodged in the wolf.
I mean, he's raging. He's fine.
He ain't worried.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll get it back. Alright, Runa?
Okay, so since Joan still has some damage, she's gonna run, well, as fast as she can in the snow, over to her and use Cure Wounds. She's gonna take her hand and be like, don't worry, I'll fix this.
And Joan's like, oh, thank you so much.
Oh my god. Now I want to get injured.
Ooh, 13.
Ooh.
Ooh la la.
Runa, thank God.
Yeah, Joan literally lifts her other hand and, like, places it on Runa's face and is just like, bless you, Runa.
Oh, bless you, Runa, indeed.
Runa is so happy. Glad I could help.
Oh my god. No, I really want to get injured. That was so cute.
Alright, Anadani, it is your turn. I'm gonna take a picture
Time to get injured.
Thanks, getting injured? Do you really want to use your action for that?
No.
Okay, so I was gonna say.
No, I'm gonna punch it.
There's the map.
I'm not that much of a gay disaster. Alright. Winterwolf 4, you slippery bitch. Get back over here. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go for Winterwolf 4, of course.
Alright, you're gonna close the gap.
Yeah. Surround him.
Surrounded!
Beat the shit out of him. Sophia, please. Beat the shit out of you. Alright. Nat 20.
Alright, go ahead and roll your crit damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fucking 7.
I mean, every bit counts.
Every time. Fucking hell. I want to punch shit harder. Okay, whatever. And then my extra attack. Sophia, I swear to God, you can't eat these. Please. Are you shitting me? That's another nat 20.
Oh, wow. Alright, go ahead and roll crit again.
Holy shit.
Never gonna happen again.
Are you kidding me? I can't roll damage for shit, though. 8.
Every bit counts.
I hate this. It's like Odin is taunting me.
Oh my god.
Alright, so Winterwolf 4
Has been punched a lot.
it's kind of scared. It's kind of scared.
It better be.
So... Okay, so Winterwolf 4 steps back a little bit, sucks in all the snow, and uses cold breath. But cold breath actually hits because it's a 15-foot cone. It hits both Anadani and Alvid.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'll be okay.
Unless you fail the roll.
Okay.
But I get half damage if I fail, still.
That's still a 9.
Well, listen. Fucking shit! You've gotta be kidding me! 2 20s in a row, and now a nat 1.
Okay, yeah. So, Anadani, you take 9 cold damage.
Oh,
Ass to mouth.
And then Alvid is good.
thank God.
So Alvid ends up being able to literally, in his rage, he just like clenches his fists and lets out another battle cry and like pulls his arms back, and when he does, like the ice that started to build up on his torso just shards off.
Thank God. Yeah, angry boy.
Alright, Korai.
So Colruy's just gonna trudge up to the wolf again, getting sick of this shit, and then smack him on the head.
Snap. Hit.
It did?
Yes.
Okay.
It no longer has advantage, so this pack is dead. Okay. 4 bludgeoning damage. Alright. Joan, my girl, my friend, is literally just gonna come up between the 2 dead bodies. With her Morning Star, of course. And, like, literally just comes up and as she's walking has her Morning Star in her hand and just, like, swings it to collide with the shoulders of this wolf. 1 time, at least. Okay, that hits. And then, as she smacks it 1 time, she, like, yanks it upwards and brings it down like a mallet to smack it a 2nd time. Also hits. Bam.
Nice.
Bam. 17.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Joan blows a kiss to her fans.
Anadani swoons. KO. Instant KO.
Oh my god.
Talk about a TPK.
Okay. Albeit it is your turn.
Okay. So he's just gonna step up so he doesn't accidentally hit Joan. That would be bad.
Yeah, that's not how you, like, get with your wife.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's not how you have 4 children.
Oh my lord.
No, he's gonna pull out his great axe again since he closed that distance. Because that's his favorite weapon.
Yeah.
And he's gonna swing again for the head because that really kind of helped him out last time with the other one. Oh god. That's awful.
So you almost hit Joan.
I'm glad he stepped forward.
Oh god.
Like, you literally go to swing it, and if she didn't duck, it would have, like, decapitated her. And she just...
Oh my lord.
He rolled a nat 1. Like, it's a
Thank
10
you for
with modifiers,
oh my god.
but it's a nat 1.
And he's raging, so that it wouldn't have been pretty.
Yeah, so she literally ducks, and she's just looking at it.
He's heavy breathing.
It's just like, she just looks away and she's like, he probably has no idea he almost fucking killed me.
No.
I'm gonna tell him later and make him feel bad.
Good luck.
Alright, well, she managed to pull a prank on him that made him feel bad for a little while.
Aww.
Okay, that was sad. Rip Coffee. Alright,
That was really
Runa.
sad.
Alright, Runa, honestly, she tried to heal Alvid, but not gonna lie, when he is raging, she gets kind of scared. And she doesn't want to yell to him. And she's like, I doubt he'll even hear me, so...
No, it's fair.
Hmm?
That's fair.
So, and she knows that Anadani had some...
Oh,
ice
don't heal me,
damage.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Don't
Yeah.
hear me, I'm fine.
No, I got those temporary hit points, remember?
Oh.
I only took I only took one like hit really, and then I was at 58 out of 65, and then I got my 13 temporary hit points, and I just lost only 9 of them.
Right.
So I'm good, really. But thanks.
I guess Runa's gonna try, since everybody's good with heals. Oh, because like I said, she's kind of spooked.
I can pretend to be injured.
No, she might take a stab with her spear.
Ooh.
Have spear. Hopefully it doesn't suck, because...
I believe in you.
Okay, that hits.
No.
Woo!
Oh. What?
1 damage.
Okay, but with your modifier, it's 5. So you're okay. You're alright. Wolf's still standing, though, so...
What the heck?
Alright, I'm gonna take another picture because it is Anadani's turn.
Woohoo!
Actually exhausted.
Anadani's gonna punch the shit out of this wolf. Alright. First hit. Let's go. I'm gonna punch it right in its stupid wolf face. No, I'm not. I guess not. Never mind. I'm not. That's not gonna hit. Nope, that's a 5.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Okay, try again. Oh, fuck. 13?
Yes,
Oh, thank God.
that hit.
Okay, that'll be great. 4 damage. And then I'm gonna use flurry of blows because I'm mad.
Okay.
Here goes 1. Are you kidding me? 8.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Come on. Are you... 11!
That hit.
That hits?
Yes.
Holy shit. I'm going to murder someone. 4 damage.
This wolf still standing.
Of course it is. I only did 8 damage.
Still standing.
But I'm mad.
Still standing. Alright, so now it's the wolf's turn. You know what? The Wolfie in its panic is gonna go and bite for the one that just tried to stab it with a spear, aka Ruben.
Oh no! No! Not the
And
baby.
it lunges
Am I going for the 13 or the 7?
at 13.
Well, yeah, it does hit.
14 piercing damage.
Oh my god.
As it
No.
locks its jaw into your leg.
Oh no.
Someone ripped that thing off of her.
Once it tastes blood, though, it lets go.
Oh.
Runa lets out like a laugh.
Oh, baby.
No! Now I'm angrier.
Alright, Kolrai.
So Cholera is gonna switch it up a bit, and she's gonna use her dual daggers to try and stab into the wolf.
Okay. Both hit. Alright. Somehow this wolf's still fucking standing.
Can't believe.
He looks real beat up now, though. Like, you can blatantly tell his last attack on Runa was out of panic. Alright, so... Joan... she's just gonna go smack this. Just smack. With the morning star. Hit. Bam. So, as Joan goes, with the first hit, she kills it. She literally just lodges her morning star into its rib cage and like twists it a little bit, and like the wolf lets out like a dying cry.
Oh shit.
as it falls limp, and it's like literally like hanging on her morning star, so she has to like jerk it off into the snow, and then put her, don't even, and then put her weapon on her hip. But he dead.
Oh shit, my cat stole my D20. Hold on.
He's dead.
Come back!
All the wolves were dead.
Thank God.
All the wolves were dead.
Wow. Do we get
You get XP for that?
Yeah.
We do?
Here, hold on.
I was asking.
This is like your first time getting XP. Hold on.
That's crazy.
Let me do the maths. Okay, 700 times 4 divided by 5. Each of you add 560 XP.
Good shit.
560. So as the fight dies down and you've killed the wolves, you all kind of have to take a moment to like bring yourselves back down from that fight, really, because with the circumstances and the conditions out in the cold, you all kind of forgot for a while how freezing you actually were. But as your adrenaline starts to come down, it really starts to set in how fucking cold you are, being out in the cold for that long. So with that being said, I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Great. 8. My tits are falling off.
Alright, so we actually have a few people that, due to the cold, start to stumble, start to kind of lose your vision, really, as your adrenaline drops, and it really starts to set in that you've been, it's overexposure now. So, in a hurry, for half of the party, really, safety, like Kolrai and Anadani, and Alvid, you guys kind of just collect those of you that are able, which is really Joan. She's the only one that is able right now. She ends up getting 2 bodies up on her back the best she can, and you guys just...
Am I one of those bodies? No.
No.
Okay, sorry, I'll shut up.
And you guys kind of truck it to safety to pitch camp and, begin the warming rituals around the fire, trying to warm your bodies back up. And now that you have a sufficient supply, so you believe, you end up, of course, returning back to Ragdollar Hold. Upon your arrival to Ragdollar Hold, even just mentioning that you have specimens of the blight for the Jarl, people would flood out of your way, don't even bother with you, walk on the complete other side of the road as you make it past Iskloft and eventually trek on to Ragdollar as you need to be. Overall, it took you about 4 days to complete this task, to get there, get the stuff, make it back. And as you return to the busy main street of Ragdollar, you come up to the Jarl's Longhouse. That circle of guards is still there.
Of course.
And you've kind of got these bodies on like a human pull cart. And you literally just put them on the cart, and you can grab the cart and pull it, no problem. And as your group approach the guards, that same pain in the ass guard looks at you all and says, What do you want?
Look, we got the shit.
Excuse me?
You heard me. You heard my vague exclamation.
If you need a pot, it's down the road.
No, you bitch. Listen.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, for this guard, like, his face immediately inflames with anger.
Look, you wanted sufficient evidence or whatever the fuck, and we got that. So, move. Why do you guys let me talk to people?
Please, roll intimidation.
Oh God, I have ironically a +0 to intimidation. Well, 14.
Hold on.
Please roll a nat 1.
Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny? Okay.
Oh boy. There's no other way of intimidating this man.
Alright, straight up.
Don't eat my character sheet!
What did you roll?
14.
Oh, he rolled 15.
Oh shit.
So he literally just chooses to disregard you completely.
Asshole!
Just holding his massive glaive in one hand and his shield in the other.
Holding both my fists in both my hands, dumbass.
Okay. Alvid, he interjects. He's like, we have, and he says very clearly, he projects his voice, we have specimens of the blight.
The guard seems a little more receptive now. Kind of turns his head, looks at Alvid, and then kind of like shifts a little, like look around them to look into the cart, and he just sighs, grimaces. It's like, Bruno, Artie. And these two, like, Dumbo guards come up.
What? Oh my god, Bruno! Like, my guy! My boy!
There's one named Bruno and there's one named Artie. And they come bounding up and they're both like, yes! Yes! And the guard looks at them and is just like, take this cart and go around back with it. And they're both like, yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Good job, Tweedledee, Tweedledum.
Yep. And, they go and grab the cart and they, like, busy bee it back behind the longhouse. And this guard is just, he looks at you all and he's like, what business do you have with the Jarl?
Questions.
What business do you have with the Jarl? Do not waste my time.
Fuck, sorry, I didn't realize you needed a whole fucking dissertation.
Oh my god.
It's business about the witch.
At this point, he has one of the guards next to him holding shackles.
Shackles?
Shackles.
I'm offended.
Shackles and chains because of a certain party member.
Listen, I'm trying to be. I don't actually know why we're here. Stop letting me talk.
Alright, so the guard looks over all of you and is just like, do you all have to go in?
I don't think so. Who wants to go in? We'll send one person.
Especially this
I don't-
one right here.
I don't think I should be allowed.
You all have to go in.
No. I can stay out here with you, buddy.
Fine. Go in, make it snappy, and he just steps aside.
Okay, so Alvid, he walks in.
Runa
We all
follows
go.
behind.
I'm gonna go in, but I'm gonna give like a really smug look to the guard as I pass by.
Oh my god, this guard literally like balls a hand into a fist and like makes like like fist smacking motions with his other hand.
Oh, is he the Arthur meme?
Alright, so as you enter the Jarl's humble hall, let's go ahead and bring your characters on down, those of you that can.
Oh.
The Jarl kinda seems surprised to have any visitors. Like, you can like see it on his face.
Howdy, it's us.
But he ends up like waving his hand for you all to approach. So, you know, you get to walk up and stop before the steps, really.
Hello.
There we go. I was like, where's Colrye?
Oops.
Okay. So, and you see the Jarl sitting in his Jarly throne.
Right.
His Jarly.
As Jarls are wont to do.
Yes. His gnarly Jarly throne.
Oh god.
And you see, of course, his hooded steward, Dagna, beside him. And the Jarl clears his throat and speaks, and his deeper tone kind of bellows through his hall, and he says, "So I hear that you have brought specimens to me of the blight."
Yep.
Yes.
"I thank you for that. Allow us to try to study what this witch has brought upon us." Now,
You're welcome.
what have you come here for?
Well, we've come to ask some more questions on actually locating this witch and bringing forth justice as seen fit.
Yes, the quest that I tasked you all to return your honor.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
I seem to have forgotten.
Really?
And his steward kind of like looks at him and shifts to like whisper in his ear. Obviously without any form of checks or anything, you guys can't hear it.
Damn it.
Unless you would like to attempt to roll a check.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Like I said at the beginning, you guys are allowed to interject and say, I would like to try to roll for that.
Is that perception?
Yes.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Okay, so. Let me see.
Plus 3 if it matters.
So the people that did roll, everyone that did roll can kind of hear her voice. Really just reminding the Jarl of who you all are. That's not even that big of a deal. She's just reminding him of who each of you is. Like, reminding him that Runa's the poacher that they arrested, and Colrye's an outlaw, and literally saying, you know who Joan is. Like, just goes through the list of you all and, like, reintroduces the Jarl to you, and he's just nodding his head, he's just like, okay.
Can't believe this.
And the Jarl's just like, so, tell me again what it was that you were, looking for. Forgive him, he's an old man.
Oh yeah, he does. Sorry, that's not. Runa didn't say that. Jess.
Mm-hmm. So
Runa just pipes up and she's like, "Oh, we're looking for the witch, huh?"
You're looking. Oh yes, you're looking for the witch. Well, as you can see, she's not here.
Obviously.
Listen, this is a fucking old man. Like,
Sophia.
Runa is so confused. She's like,
you gotta be specific with old men.
Okay, so Alvida's like, the witch you have tasked us to find, we have gotten clues. Maybe she's somewhere northeast of this, in this hole, but we need more of direction to actually find this woman and see
I see.
if she is the source of the blight.
Thank you for clarifying.
I'm so glad you guys didn't let me talk.
So, this old man, the old man Jarl, he just looks at his steward. And his steward looks at him. Well, they kind of exchange like a legit silent interaction. And then the steward, she speaks up and she says, well, I believe there was a fisherman who lives outside of town who had a little more interaction with her than anyone else did. If anyone knows anything about her whereabouts, it would probably be him.
And who is this fisherman?
This fisherman outside of town, his name is Eric.
Where does he usually reside, like, specifically?
In the only fishmonger house inside of town.
Okay, that's convenient.
North of here. That's south.
North. Okay.
He should be the closest that you're going to be able to get in order to get any form of actual locale information on her.
Oh. Yeah. How far north is this person?
We don't know that. We just banished her.
The fishmonger, Eric.
Oh. The fishmonger is perhaps an hour or two outside of town.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, we could probably go see.
Yeah. Stop by.
Yeah.
Have some tea.
do a little dance.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I think that we basically got a plan now.
That's it, exactly that.
Be warned, however.
Oh boy.
Oh. Oh, right, of course.
This particular fishmonger was almost made an outcast himself.
Almost made an outcast.
Yes, that is what they said.
Now,
Amber, you said that as if he was like writing it down.
he's writing it in a
little notebook. Little diary.
Why was he almost outcast?
Come again?
Why was he almost outcast?
I personally do not know. That was before my time here.
Oh, he's old?
He's old.
I mean,
God, not an old.
You don't know how long I've been working here either. You could be my age.
That's very fickle of you. You got any descriptions of this? What this person might look like?
Which one?
The only
Eric, the fishmonger.
He lives in the only fisherman house outside of town.
No physical description.
Do you really need one?
I would
Okay,
prefer
listen.
one.
I
I
don't
need
know what
details.
he looks like all too well.
Okay, that's all you had to say.
Thanks.
I mean, does anybody else have any questions?
Joan's like, no, I think you just about butchered that one.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fine.
Unrelated
Just like how
question.
you
What
almost
exactly?
butchered me.
Oops. Oh no.
What's my name?
Oh no, mom and dad are.
Mom and Dad are fighting each-
Just like looks at him. You butchered that one, just like how you almost butchered me.
Oh, do we really have to talk about that, right?
Yeah, no, I have more important things to ask that aren't actually important, but are definitely more important than this.
LB just glazes over that. He's like, go on, Adani.
Cool, thanks. So, like, what exactly are you gonna do with the bodies that we brought?
You don't have clearance for that information.
Of course, obviously.
Of course.
Duh. Right. My mistake, madam.
It is.
Great. Fantastic. You are just a delight.
I am.
And humble. All right,
It's
I'm
true.
done. I don't want to talk to anybody anymore.
Okay, anybody else?
Good.
Okay, so I guess we'll go get that job done.
Cool.
So,
Let's find that fish guy.
To the fish guy.
is that our plan?
The fish guy.
Fish guy?
Yeah.
Fish guy. Fish guy's the plan.
So what are we gonna exactly ask this fish guy?
Hey, do you know a witch?
Can you, like, stop walking? Stop!
Bye-bye.
He wants to get the job done.
Let's go.
We're gonna travel north to a fishmonger town, and we're gonna find a guy named Eric.
What are
Gonna
you
ask
gonna
him a whole
ask
bunch
him?
of shit. Hey, do you know a witch?
No.
You can't
She'll
just
get
ask,
offended.
Why not?
because if we keep blatantly talking about witches, we're all gonna get arrested.
But
Man.
we were tasked with this.
Do you think this yarn
Yeah.
will back us up?
Okay, you know what?
We
Then
should
let
have
me
gotten
walk
official. We should have gotten like official witch hunting.
Jarl.
notices. Hey, buddy.
The Jarl
Jarl
just kind of like
Olaf.
looks at him and is just like, what?
Can we have an official badge of witch hunting?
You want like a decree?
So we don't get
Yeah.
arrested for talking about witchcraft.
Well, you realize that each of the holds operate separately, correct?
Correct, but we're not traveling out of this current hold, are we?
I don't know.
We're just going out of town
Do I
for
look
now.
like a fishmonger who knows where the girl is?
I'm gonna
Fucking
flip my
hell.
shit. I'm gonna rage.
so this old man, while he's being a butthole, the stewardess is already writing a decree.
He's just tapping his foot.
So
He's like, I'm waiting for something.
Steward Dagna walks over and gives you a piece of paper, and she's like, if If you lose it, you're not getting another one.
That's fine. I'll take
We're
it.
not 12.
I don't know.
All right.
Fire
Oh my
damage
God.
can do some awful things.
Oh god. All right. Anyways,
12, but she's not.
Joan, any more complaints?
Complaints. No questions. Complaints.
Okay, complaints. How about...
Oh god, he starts walking.
Nope, bye.
You just asked me about my complaints. You can't just walk away now.
You took a
You guys are
birth.
fun.
I'm not ready for that.
Wow.
Alright. So that is actually where our session comes to a close tonight.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
We didn't
yay!
That was
end
good.
at midnight.
Yeah!
We did it.
We ended at like a decent time.
Ironically, the only night that I can like stay up.
Oh my
I
god.
love it.
No.
I'm not back at work yet. I'm not allowed to go back to work yet. Apparently, I'm not strong enough. I think that's a lot. I think I could drive.
Ragdoller